eyes were like the sky. Rabbit howls like something else. We twist to a lullaby. The scalpel shines and got sunshine. The street lights whisper pain. Down here near the poison stream, our God is gone insane. She smells like a child with flowers in her hair, with blood on her hands. Into the sun she stares. She feels so tired. I heard her cry. She smells like a child with flowers in her hair, with blood on her hands. Into the sun she stares. She feels so tired. I heard her cry. Like the scream of the butterfly. Sunshine, the house in flames. She likes it when she gets it, but it's never felt the same. Surgery in the house of dissection. When you come runs out, I will resurrect you. She runs through fields of daisies. Yeah, it's just a shame that they keep their own babies. Who cares? Cause the air is free. There's love in the room, baby, let's get low. There's blood on my face, sitting on the damn show. A highway of elms in this and I'm getting more. There's blood on the moon as we climb our skin. The goddess in bloom, handcuffed to grave. There's blood in the battle, baby, murder the king. There's blood on the moon, there's blood on the sunshine, her house in flames. She loves it when she gets it, but it's never felt the same. Surgery in the house of dissection. When the gun burns out, I will resurrect you. She runs through the fields of daisies. Yeah, it's just a shame that they eat their babies. Who cares? Cause the air is free. When you get there, will you kiss the dead for me? Something cold is forced inside, our tear spills down the cheek. Stillborn souls of a dead dreamer, our hymns of a needle free. With sunlight in her hair, she smiles like she don't care. Our dreams are liquid blue. I cut myself again in our game to remind myself of you. Smells like a child with flowers in her hair, with blood on her hands. Into the sun she stares, she feels it down. I heard her cry. She smiles like a child with flowers in her hair, with blood on her hands. Into the sun she stares, she feels it down. I heard her cry. Like the scream of the butterfly, like the scream of the butterfly, yeah.
Great job going live at midnight, dumbass. Well, have you ever like considered? I wasn't even supposed to be live today. My mom's here. Well, she's not here. She's sleeping now. She's staying at a hotel. But um, my mom's coming out to visit because it's gonna be my birthday in a week. Forgot that there are 28 days in February, so I thought my birthday was much farther out than it actually was. Um, she couldn't make it on my birthday, so she's coming now, which is pretty nice. This is embarrassing. What's embarrassing? You're like Mr. Fucking Embarrassment over here. I mean, what are you, the fucking Queen of England? Always getting embarrassed, dude? Well, the Queen's not known for being embarrassed, but like, everything has to be. Just live a little bit, dude. You don't need to always be looking good. Already off to an awful start. Wait, hold on. Actually, one sec. Roll intro. I'll be right back. Give me 50 seconds. Stream starts in T-minus 50 seconds. Yeah, I forgot to snort a line. Dude, why is everybody under the impression that I'm some sort of druggie? Somebody called me up because they wanted to know like if they should go on Adderall or something. It's like, why do you think I'm on Adderall? What are you doing, buddy? What the fuck are you asking me? I would never do a drug. I'm hearing reports that Aiden showed Arawella his J Slammer. I would never do such a thing. I think if you show people any part of you that is, I don't think you should show people. You should not be naked in front of people or send people photos or show them your genitals over the internet. Okay, save that for the bedroom. All right, let's get into this. So we need to do a quick Streamly recap, okay? To contextualize sort of what's going on. All right, we need to do a quick recap. So I guess to get us there, we're gonna have to check out my new top guys, okay, over on the ERT report, which is I guess Tommy says I just flock from one community to the next, the Eternal Aiden. And this is like my new RFC now, okay? The ERT report. So let's take a look at just to contextualize what's going on here a little bit. Last night I joined the ERT Reports Freaky Friday Hangout. Okay, it was a little freaky. Okay, but when I joined, I didn't realize what I would be stumbling into, and essentially, you have this guy called Mike. Pay attention to Mike in the corner here. Mike is a very important figure in this story. Okay, Mike is a key figure in this story. So I join, and Mike immediately becomes my first op, I guess, in this new community. Now, why does Mike become my op? Well, I'm just as confused as you are. Hold on, wait. Let me just make sure we have the right timestamp. Hold on, let me make sure we have the right timestamp. I joined, and Mike keeps saying that I am.
Are you nervous?
I lied about my age to get on the panel. I lied about my age. Also, I didn't realize this. So some applications will like mirror me, so my webcam display is flipped, but StreamYard doesn't mirror you, so my webcam is like improperly flipped the entire time I'm on this show. I didn't realize that until after. So I look kind of weird. But I join and Mike immediately took some sort of issue with me. He's accusing me of being 15, and then he says, wait, shit. And then he says, wait, why is it now turned off? I like nicotine. Is there a problem?
Right. Why are you on this? If he is that age.
I know who this person is. This is one of Joe Amico's trolls. That's who this is.
Who the fuck is Joe? Who?
You know exactly who it is.
I don't know who you're talking about. I swear on my life, I've no fucking idea. So I'm being accused of working for a guy called Joe Amico. Mike gets booted off the panel. Okay, Mike gets booted off the panel. Then I have people joining my server. I find out that Mike has like dedicated A-logs. But basically, let's just say this, okay? You were right, Mike. You were right. I just win the bullshitting game, but you were right. Not only are me and Joe Amico are like this, okay? Joe Amico is a good friend of mine. And I just want to give you an introduction into who this Joe Amico person is. My good friend, my good buddy Joe. Courtesy of Junk Drawer Grooming, we learned who Joe Amico is.
Arrested by the SWAT team in Las Vegas, the man accused of making a terrorist threat to blow up a building and of making threats against judges here. Joseph Amico is in the Wayne County Jail tonight. He is accused of threatening to kill an attorney and bomb a building in New York City.
Joe did what?
But before that, as we hear from Jane Flash, there was a warrant for his...
Me and Joe were buddies in high school. I haven't caught up with what he's been up to since. Joe did what now?
Arrest right here in Wayne County.
Well, Amico was in the midst of a bitter divorce and custody battle last summer. His threats to 3 judges involved in his case and their families and children fill 30 pages.
He threatened their families? What kind of monster? What kind of monster does something like that?
With a lengthy arrest record and knowing he was possibly armed, Las Vegas police took no chances. Bearing down on the home of Joseph Amico, wanted for threatening to blow up a law firm and kill the attorneys inside. Yet arrest warrants filed last
freedom of speech?
August sought Joseph Amico for making dozens of threats against family court judges in Wayne County. In court papers obtained by 13 Wham News, witnesses say Amico called one judge corrupt and threatened that she was going to learn, saying he would post naked pictures of her daughter on the internet.
Okay, that is not my top guy. That is not my top guy. What the fuck?
Amico allegedly created public websites to disparage another judge involved.
He made dude, this guy made entire websites dedicated to threatening what the fuck?
With his case and threatened he would go after his son.
The grievance committee of the 7th Judicial District. Wait, hold on. John improperly of his official judicial office on behalf of the son by sending a letter on a. Dude, what the fuck?
Baby boy. If the judge shows the slightest bit of disrespect, he will regret it. The harassing phone calls, sometimes 20 to 30 a day, peppered the phone lines of the...
Dude, Joe was such a menace that after they caught this guy, they were flying the flags at half staff.
Peppered the phone lines of the family court offices in Wayne County. Investigators say Amico was tech savvy. He's masked his calls with a spoof app, which doesn't show up on caller ID. He's also accused of corrupting the Sheriff Department Facebook page with private information of deputies, including addresses and phone numbers. Amico left the state before he could be arrested. Months later, the following April, it's alleged his anger surfaced again. Prosecutors say Amico became incensed watching a television interview with the attorneys involved in the sexual harassment lawsuit against Fox News. Again, in a series of phone calls, investigators say he threatened to shoot the attorney, harm his family, and blow up the law office on Fifth Avenue.
Have we considered that he was just like a little upset? Is a guy not allowed to get mad anymore?
Investigators used phone records to track Amico to his home in Las Vegas. He was taken into custody after a tense 5-hour standoff. Now,
Dude, who cares if this guy docks? He's making terroristic threats. He's threatening to blow up buildings and leave it to the comments. Dude, doxing is like the one thing they care about. This guy's like out here like threatening to like do pedophilic shit and blow up buildings. And they're like, but did he dox? But did he dox though?
in Manhattan, Amico was charged with making terrorist threats, but he was allowed to post bail. When he returned to court on those charges Monday, Wayne County deputies were waiting to bring him back here. He now faces 7 counts of harassment here.
Now, listen, okay?
Arrested.
I don't endorse everything my friends do, okay? I don't endorse everything my friends do. I'm friends with people who have a variety of beliefs. And, you know, although I'm a firm believer in the First Amendment right and the right to give constructive criticism when you have a grievance with people, especially public officials, I think Joe went a little bit too far. But what's the worst thing that could happen? You know, it's like, don't do it again, Joe. Don't do it again. Lessons learned. Lessons learned. And I think that Joe's in the process of recovery. When did this happen? 2017. Okay. Well, unironically, yes, we've confirmed. Okay. If all jokes aside, some of you are really autistic. I'm not friends with this guy. I don't work for him. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. But Mike thinks that I am, and this is the same Joe that Mike was talking about. Apparently, Joe is like a regular caller into like this like StreamYard community or whatever, and there's like it's a rabbit hole. There's a ton of lore. Unironically, Mike himself is apparently in court over something, and per court records, he missed his court date 2 days ago. So there is a very real possibility that there was a warrant out for Mike's arrest when he accused me of working for Joe Amico. I don't know what the deal is with that. We're going to explore this rabbit hole a little bit. Mike has an A-logger, a dedicated A-logger. Okay, I'm not going over Mike's bank statements. This guy is apparently posting Mike's... Okay, this is like very dedicated A-logging going on here. But apparently, as I've gone to learn, Mike is an alcoholic lolcow that lives with his parents and is like... Mike is older than my parents. Now, I don't know. Whoever runs this channel joined my server. And apparently Mike lies a lot, too. Apparently he's, like, lied about, like... Hold on, let's...
Not yours. Don't. We have somebody in the back, if you want them on. Last night, I made $15 almost getting this guy on, so I could set up another goal. Or you know what? It's Antler Day. Let's
Antler
just check in
Day?
with the guy.
What is Antler Day?
What's up, man? What's up, Jack?
Hey,
How you doing?
they almost paid.
Listen, Mike's got muscle, okay? Mike's got muscle. I'll give him that.
To have you on last night.
I know. You know, people.
Okay, you don't. He really wants you to see his muscles. he's like talking to the camera like this.
You know, people pay to kick me off. Get on. And
Well, it was a contest. I said the ones that want you on can send in $5, and the ones that want you off can cancel it out with $5.
Are you gearing up for Christmas?
Yeah, I think so. Something's going on with your mic. It's coming in.
Oh,
Is
and
that
the other thing about this like StreamYard community is like none of them have working mics.
Well, I'll put it more further. Is that better?
I was talking to this guy on the ERT Report who like he lives in South Central LA, and I was asking him like, can I go like walk there without and not worry about being shot? And his mic actually sounded like it was underwater.
Is it better?
It clips.
Gotta go. It's such a shame. Such a shame you gotta go, Mike.
Hey, Barney, why don't you come out of the closet and say that you're a gay man? Why don't you just do it? Like, for once and all, why don't you just do it?
Bobo, you want to come up? It could be 4.
Yeah, you're gay. Barney, you're gay.
I'm not
And
gay.
Barney, you were not at 9/11. For you to say that is fucked up.
I was. Fuck you.
Just show
No, you-
pictures.
Those are printed pictures from a print.
Just show pictures of you at 9/11. Listen, I've said this before, okay? I have a family member that is a 9/11 survivor. They weren't in the Trade Center. They worked at a building next to it that also, as a result of the attacks, was also destroyed. But as far as I know, there are no pictures of her actually being there. There are no pictures of her being there. Because believe it or not, if you were next or inside of the Trade Center, apparently, I'm just hearing this now for the first time. Apparently, most people were not posing to take photos while they were at 9/11 while it was happening.
Sure.
No, they're not.
No, they're like the kind you drop off.
Okay, so what did you do? So you were a chef in Manhattan, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, what restaurant?
Russian tea room.
Russian tea room.
Russian tea room.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
It's not a flex. I mean, maybe
You're no, Barney. You're a lying sack of shit.
I'm not.
You are.
Why?
Because I was there. I was actually there.
Apparently, Mike was at 9.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
Apparently, now Mike was also there, and apparently they didn't see each other while the Twin Towers were falling. Okay, the Russian tea room. I mean, like, you would have been close to it. You would have been close to it. You would have been caught maybe. The Russian tea, at least where it is today, unless they changed addresses, I feel like it's a bit, to say that you were there on 9/11, like, say you were there on 9/11 because you worked at the Russian tea room, might be a bit of an exaggeration because under that logic, like, anyone in Manhattan would have just as much of a claim as you do. Because it's beyond Times Square.
Can do. Maybe I saw you. Who gives a shit?
Maybe you might
I
have.
was there. I wasn't in the building. I wasn't in the trade center.
I trust Mike when it comes to
Yeah.
what stories.
Apparently, Mike survived.
I was in
True or not.
54th Street. You fucking numbnuts.
54th Street. Yeah.
The Russian tea
Barney,
room.
Barney,
For
what I think
100
this
years. Maybe you've
Yeah.
heard of it since you're a fucking New Yorker. You. Fucking
Yeah. You've never worked at the Russian tea room.
Oh,
Jeff,
what's
Is that a
this?
cooking
What's
school
this?
for fat gay
What's
men?
that? Oh,
Dude, it's over. It's over. He's got photos working at the Russian tea room. It's over. It's over. Oh my God, it's over.
Jeff,
look,
he had.
look! It's
Yeah.
It's the kitchen of the Russian tea room. You.
Yeah, are you
fucking
in
prick.
it?
Wow, how did you get that picture off a Predator?
Barney, you're a liar. You're lying.
Why would I lie about this? It's not.
You were
even
never a
that big of
chef.
deal. If I wanted to lie about something, I'd lie.
Why
about
don't you just
something
answer
better.
my question? Jeff, he can't answer a
He
question.
used to be what is it? A peace officer?
Me? Yes. Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
why don't you
Oh,
answer a
Oh,
question?
look! There's me at Mercer Kitchen. You fucking prick.
Oh shit, dude. Dude. Okay, so this guy's got photos of himself working as a chef and a photo of the kitchen at the Russian tea room. I think we could believe him. Now, apparently the reason that Mike was there on 9/11 is because Mike was a uniformed police officer.
Where? Which one is you? Wait, which one's you?
That's not
The
you,
one
dude.
next to the black guy?
That's not you, dude. Why? What happened?
So do you believe he was at 9/11 now?
No, I do not.
What does it mean to be at 9/11? That's like the question I have. Like, what does it mean to be at 9/11?
I do not. I believe
What
that
are you going off of?
I believe that he may have been, took some pictures off of the internet. I don't believe he was there.
And then printed them just for this very moment.
I don't believe it. You're lying.
What tells you he's lying?
Why?
That sounds
Bro,
credible.
I was actually there at 9/11 too. I was. I lied about my age. I lied about my age. I was actually the only survivor of the plane that went down in Pennsylvania. I single-handedly stopped the terrorists and then tried to fly the plane to safety. But I realized midway through that you're not supposed to push the yoke of the plane immediately forward. You're supposed to push it back if you want to go up. And unfortunately, I crashed the plane and was the only survivor. But I was there too, guys.
all of the it doesn't make sense. Brother, I'm in Virginia. I know. I worked in Norfolk for 6 years as an officer. I know everything.
Here, we got somebody right now that can
Okay,
settle
and
this
what?
for us.
Hey, Mike.
Dude, why are all of these people, why is everyone in this community so old? Dude, next they're going to be debating, they're going to be debating if Mike was really at the Challenger explosion. And then Mike's going to be like, I was there at the Hindenburg, man. I was there. I didn't see you. You weren't at you weren't there when the Hindenburg exploded.
Or
Yeah.
why are you being gay?
I
No,
know.
peace officer.
Me? Yes. Yeah. So
It's you.
that's not you,
The one
dude. I do not. I believe
What
that
are you going off of?
I believe that he may have been, took some pictures off of the internet. I don't believe he was there. I don't believe it. You're lying.
What tells you he's lying?
Why?
That sounds
Bro,
credible.
it's all of the it doesn't make sense. Brother, I'm in Virginia. I know. I worked in Norfolk for 6 years as an officer. I know everything.
Here, we got somebody.
I'm just trying to
nobody gives
figure
a
out.
shit. You're coming off real gay and like
This guy was definitely gay at one point.
trying to take Jeff away
He's gay. He's probably gay now if he was gay at one point.
from
But
him. Like, what's this?
I'm not gay at all,
You're
bro.
being real gay, dude. Like, how long have you been gay?
I know. How long? He's
and this guy, Jeff, is 150% gay. So is the whole premise, is this community's drama like who was at 9/11 and who wasn't, and then just like a bunch of gay guys accusing each other of being gay?
sucked dicks? How long have you sucked dicks?
Me?
Yeah.
Never.
Wait, did Mike just admit to sucking?
No. How long you sucked dicks? How long have you sucked dicks?
Me?
Yeah.
Never have.
Because you're a faggot. That's what you are.
Whoa, TOS, bud. Come on, show some respect.
That's what he just called you, though. It says
Yeah.
like, no, you are.
Yeah.
Why are you being gay?
I
no,
know you're. What am
you're
I?
gay.
I know you're. What am I?
Right.
Why are you so interested in
I expected more sophistication from you guys.
I know.
You do?
But the whole thing is that
I'm just curious about why Mike's so
is
gay.
this,
Where
is
where
this
did Mike
Barney's-
come out?
Is this
They need to show some respect to Mike, who who survived the Challenger, was there when the Hindenburg exploded, actually swam home when the Titanic sunk. He was an astronaut, a Black Ops Special Forces soldier, a cop, a firefighter.
Barney's husband
Is
coming
who
up? here?
Barney's husband? Me?
No.
Are you're saying you want
Look me in my eyes and tell me that the LOLcow Live universe is better than this, man.
to be Barney's husband?
Why are you so excited to talk
It's the drama from LOLcow, except it's like all real. These people are actually insane.
to me?
Mike survived the Astro. Dude, Mike was there for the Battle of Gettysburg. Show some fucking respect. So apparently there's some other great videos from this channel. Mike uses his parents' bathtub as a
Nightish.
toilet.
You got to know Nightish to.
But if you're asking me, my
I
favorite
would look her
peanut butter
directly in
is-
her eyes while I did it, though. I wouldn't look away.
Yeah, I love
Hey, if y'all know,
man sometimes, huh?
shout out to Nightish, but Nightish doesn't stand up for longer than 15 seconds at a time. So don't worry about him. He can't do what he
I
actually
would
said.
stand up, but I don't want to put my dick in the camera.
He's got the.
Stop talking about your dick
got
on a
the-
panel full of guys.
He ate
weirdo.
some ribs. He got the itis. He ate some ribs tonight. He got the itis. No, but the whole thing is that when it comes to peanut butter, I think that's essential stuff. I love peanut butter.
I know you do.
Love peanut butter. So what is your
What?
So what is your favorite peanut butter? Is it Jif? What is your favorite peanut butter? Jif?
Why is he in the shower?
Or
That's
like
a fact. That's a. Hey,
Wait a sec, dude.
I know you did.
Love peanut butter. So what is your
What is that? Is it like a hole in the ceiling?
So what is your favorite peanut butter? Is it Jif? What is your favorite peanut butter? Jif? Or
That's
like
a fact. That's a. Hey, look what Southern Gene said. He can never touch anyone like me, not even like me, much less.
I would love
Mike, why are you in the
Jenny,
bathroom
though.
whispering to us?
What's her name? Southern
Is Mike actually pissing in his parents' bathtub?
Jeans. Southern
Southern Gene.
Jeans.
You don't. Hey, listen. Her name matches who she. So, just imagine.
Look, I've heard of people. I think this is disgusting when people piss while they're taking a shower. But this guy's not even like pissing while taking a shower. He's actually just like, he's just pissing. He's not even taking a shower.
Southern Jeans. Imagine that.
Okay, let me get my voice together.
Or-
Let me get my voice together so I can respond.
By the way, the ERT report has some like banger thumbnails. Can I start? Dude, these are gonna be my thumbnails going forward. Shit like this. I'm gonna like edit myself onto like the DJ Khaled cover, like suffering from success. Can somebody design me a thumbnail like this? I'm just gonna make it my Streamly thumbnail.
On tour. Listen, man.
Nah. Let's put him on time.
You're gonna use that.
Let him think about what he's about to say. Nah.
So there's other great Mike content. What's some of the more popular? Big Mama calls out Mike for lying.
Mike, just don't threaten people and don't say nothing sexual. Please. That's all I'm asking.
why I didn't.
What is happening on the right? Wait, I didn't mean to fuck.
Mike, just don't threaten people and don't say nothing sexual. Please. That's all I'm asking.
Why I didn't. I don't initiate any kind of contact. So yeah. Well, I'm
It's
good.
not
I'm
about
good.
initiating. It's just that it's,
Dude, what part of like the internet am I on right now?
even if you feel like you're attacked, I mean, just try to bite your lip and let me
Is that Mike's house? Dude, the guy that runs this like Mike A-logging channel, just like he's doing like a collage of like Mike's best moments, and he's like including like Mike's backyard.
handle it instead of.
Of course. Yeah, of course. But I think that I do think that if you're asking me, I'm
Thank you, Katsaflockin, for the earlier dono. Thank you, How About Nope, for the 6. Pear character exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward to offer a cup of coffee. I've received it. Thank you so much, Mr. Pear.
I'm very, very chill, chillaxed.
What do
stuff
these people do? Nothing. This is green commentary.
like that. But 111, I'm going to address you directly. You need to stop attacking people that come on panel because you're running people off of the panel. Just letting you know. You're becoming like a lady slug. You're running people off of the panel. So that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Not being disrespectful, anything like that. But
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
This is my opinion. 111 isn't attacking people. Everybody, any person that comes.
Why does she, dude? What? Why does she sound like that? What? Where the fuck am I? Dude, I quit commentary. I'm all, fuck, dude. The ACC is out. We're now here, dude. This is where we're at.
On panel, it's you. So stop saying that because it's annoying. You're the one attacking people.
Okay, I'm attacking people, Big Mama?
Yes, you are.
Dude, the Big Mama Mike drama is where it's at, okay? I'm launching a mass exodus from the commentary community. We're coming here.
Okay, take care. Take care, guys.
Yeah, take care.
That's a complete fucking lie. Complete fucking lie.
Really?
I love sucking dick with my butthole.
Yeah,
You
it's a
wanna-
lie. It's a
You
lie.
You want to do a
I
poll?
come up and I
Let's
have a
ask
good
the
time.
people.
We have fun. He comes up, I do what I do.
Oh,
Is it okay? If I ever like make like an edited video on somebody, I'm gonna do like one of these collages to the side, and I'm gonna like include their like bank statements, their arrest records, a photo of their house, edits of them on top of photos of people with shirts that say, "I love taking dick up my ass." What was Mike arrested for? So Mike was arrested for a hit and run in 2012. And then he was, and then, interesting. Very, very interesting stuff going on. Hold on, I just gotta, streamline. Hold on. One sec. Thank you so much to... Thank you, Sardino, with the 3. The concrete dust and rubble from 9/11 have these old guys acting. It's a tragedy.
Okay.
He's a fucking mongoloid.
he's not a mongoloid.
He calls
don't-
my home. He calls
Do
my
you
home.
do you know that
20
mongoloids? have
Bye,
one-
guys. Bye, guys. Joe, great job, brother.
All
Great
right,
job, brother. You have the king up here, and you want to push him away.
Oh, so he's talking about Joe Amigo. Okay. So this is the guy, this Joe guy had threatened to blow up some like law office on Wall Street and had like a SWAT team pick him up. This Joe guy, Mike thinks I'm working for Joe.
Hey, it's fine. You think this little piece of shit is innocent? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Mike?
He's a psychopath.
You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell.
This is gonna be the woman. This is gonna be Hellbent. Give it like 20. Dude, you know Hellbent is like still in Discord chats trying to like litigate like. Aiden is an avoidant pussy that didn't confront me at London when I just wanted to get a cup of coffee. Dude, it's been like 2 months.
Psychopath.
You don't have to
He
yell.
is. He's a psychopath.
You have,
And
don't
you're
have to
sticking
yell.
up for a psychopath, Big Mama?
This is how Gamma talks about me.
No, I'm just saying what.
Dude, you had to have been there last night. Only some people were there. Gamma's been essentially calling me like, okay, I have to work. Please know, Gamma, I am using hyperbolic wording before you get on here and start yelling at me for a malicious lie. I'll tell you when I'm using hyperbolic wording. But Gamma has essentially, for months now, okay, even at the start of London, before like drama even happened, Gamma has been essentially calling me a psychopath without using that word. There was one time he used that word, but according to Gamma, that was a hyperbolic usage. I could see that happening, whatever. But then I'm like, okay, well, what do you think I am? And then Gamma will proceed to explain that I am a series of things that would, if you were to accept these things, would make me a psychopath. Gamma's like, yeah, you only view people, you don't have like feelings for other people. You only view them as like tools for like transactionary benefit. They don't actually mean anything to you, and you have no respect for other human beings. And it's like, okay, Gamma, you're basically calling me a psychopath, buddy. Like, what? Where's the difference here?
He's calling my home right now.
I'm not even. He's not calling your home. You're a liar.
Oh, I'm lying?
Yes, you are.
I'm lying.
Right now.
Okay. Gotcha,
Yes,
gotcha.
right now. Yeah, gotcha too. Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
Wow.
Stop mythologizing yourself. Okay, you literally took that verbatim from a Queeman stream. I don't know what that means here in this context. I'm just explaining what Gamma is saying about me.
Wow. Crazy Mike. Maybe you should take a chill pill, Mike.
I agree.
Because it seems like you're so. Are you on your period?
Sorry, that was from the Think Before You Could Sleep bit that we did. All right, what else is here? What's the most popular video? Dude, this guy made an edit of Joe Amico's face covered in jizz. What? It's very fitting because Mike is accusing me of being 15. What do you mean verify my age? This is ridiculous, man. Like, they would ask for my ID in fucking England. I actually got, like, offended. What are we doing here? How do you want me to verify?
Nah,
Take a few minutes to and then it's not giving me an option to actually go and verify my age. Let me try. You've got to be shitting me, dude. Do I have my VPN on in, like, the UK? No. Okay. Offer to show your ID. Yeah, dude, that's a great idea. Let me just, like, start showing people my ID. Not that I don't, you know, trust the report or anything. I just, you know, it's the internet. You know, I just don't want to start showing people my fucking ID. Hold on. It'd prove Mike's dumbass wrong. To believe that I was 15, you'd have to believe that when I started doing this, when I had a public presence, I was 7 years old and lying about being 12. I was actually 7. Hold on, let me try to do this on my phone. Verify age. Use your ID. Take a selfie. Okay, I'll take a selfie. Agree and continue. Start. Allow. Your selfie. Okay. Your age was not. What do I have to do? I'm about to be 21. I'm nearly 21. It didn't accept my. Are you serious? What? Do I have to start smoking again? Is that what has to happen? Do I have to start fucking smoking again? Alright, let's try again. Allow. It's verified. It worked. It worked. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Suck it, Mike, you stupid fucking non-child support paying, fucking hit and run having, fucking nose picking, fucking lives a mom, fucking stoler valor of 9/11 or fake ass bitch. We really made it, folks. We finally made it. Okay. We've never been more up. This is 52 minutes. I don't know. Does Jimmy, do you have any good highlights? Mike gets drunk and Crank calls a kid on the spectrum to torture him.
Diligent. I have to be diligent and vigilant. Yeah.
It's really retarded. He killed some people.
Okay, now apparently there's murder allegations within this community.
Detective Brooks.
Okay, wait, hold on. I just gotta make sure this is safe. Okay, thank God. Thank God I didn't. Okay, Okay, thank God I didn't. Thank God I went to check. We can't watch that one. We cannot watch that one. Cool. Cool. Great stuff, Mike. Great stuff. Mike gets
She's actually good looking.
Mike gets arrested live on panel.
I mean,
Yeah.
she's a
she
very
is.
beautiful
I
girl.
think
She's hot, Joe. She's hot.
I've seen pictures of her. She's
Oh, yeah.
she looks good. She looks really good. But
She's hot as
this is the
fuck.
problem. You ever notice that some women don't know their own worth? They don't see their
She knows
own
her
worth.
own worth.
Dude, this is like the type of shit I try to say to a girl when I'm to riz her. You ever notice how like some women don't realize just how important and special they really are? That's like some shit you like say when you're like trying to come up with like some dumbass like fucking pickup line.
And she uses it. Trust me, I know she
I don't
does.
know, man.
Right, Julia? You're a confident woman.
I think
Julia, hit the link.
I think there might be some. Yes, sir.
I would teach Julia about
Yes, sir.
her worth.
Sir. Uh-oh, what's going on,
Good, sir.
Mike?
Yes.
Yo. There, Mike.
You have 2 warrants for your arrest.
Okay.
So go ahead and
Can
stand
I
up.
put this inside?
Mike,
No,
so-
fair enough.
yeah,
Dude, this is great. I know apparently when Mike was confronting that he missed his court date.
Being arrested.
Can I put this off? No.
Wait, hold on. Quiet.
He's getting arrested.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Oh, it froze.
What the fuck are dude? Apparently Mike has an IQ of 151. He's an immigrant from Sicily. Dude, he's like literally the Godfather. He's immigrated from Sicily, survived 9/11, was there for... I came to this country with $10 in my pocket and a dream. Dude, Mike was at Ellis Island. Apparently Mike tried out for LOLCal Live, too. I don't know why he wasn't accepted. Also, my new thumbnail idea is I'm just gonna like take anyone I don't like, and my thumbnail is gonna be edits of them with like cum covering their face. What? Mike, no. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I feel like this channel did him really dirty. This channel did him so dirty because it literally says, Mike responds to child molestation allegation. Oh, wait. No, it's allegations made against him. Okay, never mind.
No, sorry, Zell. That's a fucking no, Zell. I'm sorry. I'm just watching. That's it. And regarding cam slips, look, I cam slip all the fucking time. I don't care because you know what? It's not a slip when you sit there and you open the fucking cam up. Zell, I will hold on. Zell, I will give you 24 to 48 hours to talk to her. And I'm telling you, man, I got her information. Yo, Zell, if you don't think I have her information, I will look, Zell, I will send you what I have on her. I have everything on that girl because people send it to me. They don't like her. I haven't attacked.
Apparently, this is like the commentary community, except like calling people's houses and making like terroristic threats and showing their address and exposed videos. This is just like run-of-the-mill stuff. I think I found my people, man.
I haven't doxed her. I haven't even went after her fat, toothless ass. She keeps talking shit about me in that chat. Watch how fast she's on my thumbnail, and you already know the deal. But I will give you the chance
I
to
found
talk
my
to her
people.
like you just said you would. All right, Zell, I get it. Go talk to her. Zell's messaging me, so I'm kind of lazy right now. So instead of me messaging her, she's listening. I'm talking to her. But Zell, you got that. Go talk to her. Go talk.
I never went to Parry's house, dude. It could have been so much worse had I gone to Parry's house. Wait, hold on. Should I watch the Soul Skibbity stream from yesterday? Apparently, he did a stream, apparently, burning the bridge and exposing me. So I'm very curious to see what would happen with that. Should we check it out? Should we check it out? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yo, thank you, Bobby, for the 5. This is where the big boys play. All 800 of us are dying to see. I fucking do. This is great. It's great. Truly, truly great stuff. Hold on. Give me 1 sec here. All right. Hold on. Wait. Switching over to this it was the right move. Well, apparently, Soul Skibbity did a stream about me yesterday, where numerous lies were told. Basically, to give you a TLDR to this, I stayed at his house, in England, and then for a while, he was like completely glazing me, but doing it in a manner where it was very obvious that he didn't believe anything he was saying. And in my mind, yeah, like I don't like that. I like having people that like actually like agree with me and then fight for me on the basis of substance. Like you could tell they like agree with the substance of my argument and can make that argument themselves. And then there's people that just like try to blow smoke up my ass and always tell me I'm right. And when that's happening, it's like, I can see this is obviously fake, and I have no interest in, you know. But I kind of said that to Soul. I said, like, yeah, this is getting old. So I guess his response was to, while faking his, like, reaction or agreement with something, was to go the complete other way, and then just try to annoyingly one-guy me in chats, in servers, etc. And it was just like being insufferable and annoying. Not in like a manner that was like serious. I was just obviously just like didn't really have interest in talking to him while he was being like very obviously annoying. Like, you know, for example, like when I come back and I'm struggling with viewership and stuff, like he'd be the type of dude that would be like, at Aiden, holy shit, like your whole fucking channel is dead, just give up and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I make jokes like that all the time. You're absolutely allowed to make jokes like that. But if that's the only thing I'm doing, I don't expect people to like want to talk to me, right? But the other day I was like pretty tired and ticked off, and he came into my chat, was being like a little annoying again, and I just wasn't having it. So I just called him annoying and banned him, which I did to other people too. I 24-houred them. I think I said he was banned for life, but that wasn't true. I only 24-houred him. But approximately an hour later, he's going live doing a bridge burning stream. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's just more like fake gay shitter drama. He's not like actually like, you know. But apparently it was all real. I'm being told this was real. So let's check this out. Okay, 24 hours. I watched a good portion of it yesterday, but we'll give it a rewatch. I was tired.
Text, okay.
Let's see what I've done that warrants an entire stream on me. Let's see. Let's figure this out, okay?
Hello. Listen, I just got out of the shower, so my hair's like gonna be a bit wet and like a bit whatever. But I had to make this stream. For one reason and one reason only. Listen, I'm tired of Aiden, man. I'm tired of him.
Oh, so he's doing the thing where like when you break up with somebody, but they like pretend like the breakup was mutual, even though you clearly are the one that ended it. It's like I banned him from my chat, and now an hour later, he's all of a sudden come to some big revelation, and he's tired of me. No, I'm tired of you.
I'm fucking done. I'm done. All right, I'm done. All right. Let me give you some context, okay? During the whole London thing, right? And sorry, I haven't like shaved either, so I'm a bit like fucking stubble skibbity, okay? During the whole like drama he went through with the doxing stuff, right? I was like probably the most like supportive of him, right?
There are a lot of people that were supportive of me, but being supportive is not just like, I'm sorry, but I'm aware enough where like if you're just there to tell me that I'm right constantly on anything, then like yeah, at some point like I begin to, you know, like I can see through that. I understand that's not like you don't actually believe this. You're just like agreeing for the sake of siding with me, not because you actually like agree with me on any form of substance.
Like I was like, I appreciate the you're sorry, I get it, all this sort of stuff.
£4.20. Say it ain't skibbity.
Also, it's like bizarre too, because another complaint from a lot, and honestly, I think this is the most dishonest, like fucking disgusting thing that people do in regards to arguing with me. These people will constantly bring up the shit that happened in London, which is fine, and then simultaneously say that I just can't let it go. You like when you are literally the people that bring it up. It's like it's like trying to like fight somebody but also like handcuffing them before you fight them, where like I'm going to use this thing against you, but this is somehow going to reflect negative of you if you go then respond to me bringing it up and talking about it. Whenever anyone gets mad at me over a new revelation, it has to be linked back to the old stuff, which is fine, but of course I'm going to talk about it then, if that's what you've decided to now bring up.
So.
Dude, oh my god, that'd have been a banger to play. God damn. Yeah, so I was like, supportive of him and all this sort of stuff. Of course I was. I mean, I invited the guy, like, during the whole drama. Like, I literally said to him, yo, why don't you come stay with me, buddy? Why don't you come stay with me? We'll get your mind off it. Right? So he comes over here, right? Okay, we have a great time. We go clubbing and shit, right? Don't get me wrong, that's all fun. But I'm like trying to help him work on his response, right?
There's nothing I needed. I mean this with all due respect. Like, he would give me like advice, but like none of it was. It's just like very generic stuff. Like I mean this with all due respect. There was nothing he could tell me that I didn't already know. There is nothing he could tell me that I didn't already know. Okay, believe that or don't. There was no like great revelation or insight that Soul Skibbity could give me on like public relations that I didn't already know.
Because he's gonna do a comeback stream. And I basically told him, like, instead of just streaming, and yeah, dude, I literally let him sleep in my bed. I slept on the fucking couch, like, bro.
That's not even true. That's not even true, bro. It's not even true. That's a fucking lie. That's a total lie.
I was so nice. I was so nice to him. Yes, I slept on the couch anyway. I was so nice to him, right? And right.
9 minutes in, we're already off to a lie. So cool, dude. So cool.
Dude, so, okay. So I basically told him, right, when it came to his response, he should write a document. When it comes to the London stuff, write a document, read it out on stream.
Everyone who I was in communication with privately at the time will tell you this was not his idea. I came up with the idea of like addressing every single point in a document form and doing like a manifesto stream. But then like at some point I guess I realized it wouldn't be necessary. This wasn't like serious enough to warrant that. Like I realized like my response to this was way more serious than the situation itself was. This ultimately was not like a very serious situation.
Anyone has any questions, they can call in, they can talk about it. And then after that, when people bring it up, just ignore it. Right? That's basically what I said to him. Kind of like a Destiny manifesto thing. All right? We all know he skinwalks Destiny. Anyway,
That was his idea, according to him now. Even though mutual friends of both me and him, like Himpleton, who me and Soul spoke to together in the room, will tell you this was my idea.
You know, so I basically told him, like, you know, this is the way to go. I think like Himpleton was in his ear as well, you know, like helping him, which is great. Yeah, Himpleton's awesome. All right. And so
that's funny because Himpleton literally will tell you, everyone, if you go and ask him, that I'm the one that was like proposing these ideas. It's very funny.
Basically, like, you know, I try and help him, and then he goes live, right? He leaves. All right. By the way, I paid.
It's good. So Soul thinks Himpleton's a good guy, a credible guy. Okay, then listen to Himpleton's word, and realize that Soul's lying.
For his train ticket to the airport, which, by the way, Aiden went and missed the fucking train. Like, so I booked in this train ticket, right? And it has like a layover. Some fucking.
He sent me the wrong screenshot that told me to get off. It showed the end point being one train station, so I got off at that train station, and then apparently that was not the train station I was supposed to get off at, even though the screenshot he had sent me said that was the case. For whatever reason, my credit card was just not like allowing me to purchase the ticket the day of, which wasn't a big deal.
Somewhere else, right? Somewhere else. It has a layover, right?
So his app was working, so I said, if you could do it on yours, then I'll give you the money for it. And he said, yeah, sure. So he did it on his. And then when I tried to get his PayPal to give him the money, he said, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. So I said, okay. But like that offer is still here, by the way. I have no problems with money. If you want money for it, just ask me. I tried to give him money for it. But I guess like he didn't want that, which is fine. I paid for his shit at different points.
And he misses that layover. So he DMs me frantically. I missed the layover. I won't let me book another train ticket. So I had to book him another train ticket from where he got off.
Which is where the screenshot that he sent me told me to get off, by the way.
Fucking Hicktown he got off at. I had to book a train ticket from there to the airport again. And like doubled the fucking price I ended up paying for the fucking train ticket.
Which once again, if you can't use the price as like a look how far out of my way I was willing to go visit. I have said to you multiple times, give me your PayPal or something so I can pay you back. I'm totally willing to pay you back. So it actually doesn't matter how much you spend because I'll give you the money. The money's not the issue.
To be fair, I will say, Aiden did offer me the money.
So then why are you saying like, this guy burdened me by making me pay double the price? I should be the one paying. My app wasn't working. Give me your PayPal and I will happily give you the money.
To compensate for that. And I was like, no, don't worry about it.
So then why are you on here like acting like it was like such a big burden for you with the price? I said I will give you the money.
Man, don't worry about it. Because I'm like nice. I'm nice, okay? I'm nice. I'm a nice guy. You know, I thought kindness would go both ways. But I don't know, ever since then, he is like, dude, I don't think he's like responded to a single one of my DMs, right? Every time.
That's not even true, by the way. When he was gone, I messaged him. I said, Soul, where are you? And he tells me he's on his Fortress arc. I called him on, hold on. He sends me something to complain about Kathy. I give him a response. I message him on the 4th. And then he says, what's up? And then I guess I forgot to respond. Then he DMs me to let me know he's leaving my orbit and Trayton is his champion. And then I say, I have no orbit anymore, buddy. And then he messages me on the 10th to ban Windy. I don't respond. Yeah, so I haven't responded since the 4th. On the 6th, he asked me if I'm watching the Himpleton stream. I don't reply. On the 10th, he's like asking me to ban Windy. I don't reply. He sends me some random picture of a black guy. I don't reply. I think we might have been in call at that point or something. And then he messages me on the 12th, which I'll bring up.
We're in IC. Aiden's like calling me the most retarded person on earth, the most annoying person he's ever had to deal with, and all this shit. And it's like, sorry, what have I done? What have I done? I've been nothing but nice to you. I've been nothing but nice to you, and this is how you repay me. I don't know. It's just a bit. It doesn't rub right, you know. It doesn't rub right. Obviously, it's a performative thing for his fucking chatters. I get it. You know what I mean? But like, dude, yes, this is real. This is real. Aiden Bridge is getting burnt. Okay, dude, I even sent Aiden a fucking. Okay, I even sent him a DM because Gamma like got in my ear at one point. I can't remember I can't remember when Gamma got in my ear about this, but give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'll find this. Like Gamma basically got in my ear and was like saying, you know, you're hurting Aiden's feelings and all this sort of stuff. He's saying like, you know, you're being really rude to Aiden and all this sort of stuff.
My feelings were never hurt. Soul was just going out of his way. Ever since I like got on him for being like a yes man, he's now gone out of his way to be like purposefully an asshole every time I interact. And it's like, you know, that's fine. You're allowed to be an asshole, but you can't like be an asshole and then wonder why I'm just like annoyed by your like he'll like literally go and argue for something that's in opposition to my argument for like 20 minutes just to tell me that, oh, I was trying to rage bait. Okay, that's fine. Well, why would I have any interest in like talking to you? Like, I don't understand like the issue is like on your end here. Of course, he literally changed his name to Annoying Arc because he knows how fucking annoying and insufferable he's being. So if you're like being annoying and shit, how are you gonna get mad that I'm annoyed?
When I was just like snarking back because he was snarking me, I guess, which is what I thought. Let me just send this to someone.
Is this all for attention, like Kathy said? If this, yeah, dude. Kathy's analysis is always correct. Yes.
Pull this up on stream. Give me a second. Yeah. So I sent him this DM, right? Which is quite a nice DM. You know, Aiden. I do want to say I have no problem with you. I've been one guying. I've just been one guying recently. If I took it too far, I am sorry. Gamma's trying to make me feel bad, saying I've hurt your feelings, and Gamma was saying that I'm like a VC. So you'd think I'd get a response to that. You know, you'd think I'd get like some sort of response. You know, maybe a clarification that you know my one guying is fine, or you know maybe I did actually hurt his feelings, and
I feel like the lack of like if I was like being purposefully annoying, and then somebody's telling me this person might be annoyed by you or something, and then I message them and they don't reply, that would probably be like an indicator to me to like maybe not continue to go out of my way to be like annoying and insufferable. But I guess like in his case, I guess that would indicate, okay, I should keep being annoying and insufferable, which is like fine. But, like if you're gonna be annoying and insufferable, I don't know why you would ever be shocked that people would be annoyed by you.
And you know, I appreciate the apology, something like that. You know, you think you get some sort of response.
I love how the streams, and he's not mentioning that he was in my chat an hour ago, giving me money and being annoying simultaneously, which I then banned him out, because that's what this is about. This is literally about, he's mad that I banned him from my chat for 24 hours and called him annoying, while he, by his own admission, has been continuously being annoying.
You don't get any response. I got completely ignored. When I got completely ignored. And yeah, I'll be trying.
I'm bad at replying to DMs. Go fucking search up my I've literally always said this. It's a fault of mine. I don't stay in touch with people. I don't reply to people. I'm ADHD as fuck. I'll start replying to people sometimes and then never hit send and then realize I never finished it and hit send. I'm just not good at like the texting thing. I'm not. Okay? If it's like super urgent and important, I will probably get back to you. But in general, and this goes for everybody, I'm just not good at this thing. I'm not good at like responding. Anyone I know will tell you that. Any friend that I've had will tell you that. And like, yeah, if every friend or associate I've ever had will tell you that, then you probably should know that it's not really personal, is it?
Help this guy. And I try to help this guy throughout the entire like London drama. I've been trying to help him. I've been saying like, why, and I've been getting a bit annoyed, right? Because he continuously, and I mean fucking, I think I mentioned this on stream the other day, he continuously keeps bringing up this London shit, bro.
Only when other... We literally... You were mad that you got banned from a chat an hour before this, so you, like, start the stream talking about London, talking about the London shit. It's like, no, this is a you guys problem. You keep talking about this. I just respond because I respond to arguments made against me on the internet, something that I have always done, and something that, in the past, you've been expected to do in this community, lest you be accused of running. So if you don't like when I talk about the London shit, then you probably shouldn't use it as an argument against me. Because yes, when you make an argument against me, I'm gonna fucking respond. You can't, like, if you make arguments against people and then complain that they've replied, you're actually a bitch. You're, like, actually a total bitch.
Like, I get it. People are, like, making references to it in Icy or whatever. But, like, just because someone
Making
says...
references to it. This is dishonest. On the 4th, Soul tried to argue with me, typing paragraphs, arguing with me about the definition of doxing, and whether or not Icy Chat would be considered a public chat, and the nature of publication, etc., to argue that I am a doxer, right? And then, I guess, proceeded to admit he was trying to rage bait. But it's like, you literally pretended to argue with me about the London shit. Which, by the way, was after someone brought it up. Somebody was asking me for mod. And I said, you're too unpredictable for me to give mod. So their reply was, you literally dox somebody. How are you going to call me unpredictable? And then I start explaining to them, like, the difference. At which point, Soul then comes in and tries to argue with me about that definition or whatever. So it's like, yeah, that if you're going to bring that into unrelated discourse, of course we're going to talk about it, right? Thank you for the 3. Hey, dance. A post-it note with the text, I'll be back, appearing on it. Thank you so much.
I think I made, like, a joke that he doxed Lau's wife.
It was not a joke. He literally was writing multiple paragraphs pretending to... This is the joke. Let's look at the joke. You know what? Let's look at the joke. I was trying to find it earlier, and then I realized that, like, Hark had auto-deleted it because it contained keywords. But I found the logs, I guess. And the joke is literally... Hold on. It's like this, like, such a dishonest characterization. Hold on. Yeah, he spent between... Wait, no, why'd I say the 4th? I didn't mean the 4th, sorry. I meant 4 days ago. Not on the 4th, 4 days ago. My bad. I didn't mean the 4th. So 4 days ago would have been on the 24th, right? Sorry, I didn't mean the 4th. Aiden, why do you keep relitigating the doxing drama every single stream you go on? This was the joke. By the way, I just want to wait for the point where you guys are laughing. This is the joke. Basically, David had said, why do you think I'm unpredictable? When I was explaining why I was a mod, you literally doxed somebody. Then I'm talking to David. Soul's asking, why do you keep relitigating the doxing drama every single stream you go on? Show that. Okay, it's out of order because some are deleted and some are in chat. Any DM that you don't believe happened, any message that you don't believe happened, I will show. Okay, but like, yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to have to arrange the screenshots going between two channels. The DM I just read is right here because apparently you need everything fucking visualized for you. So this is the log showing the DM that I just read. This is how he take. Okay, how about any DM that you think didn't happen? Name it, and I will show it. How about that? The reframing, that is a word. Okay. Please listen to what I just said and what's actually shown and explain what word was different. I just read it. I literally just read it. Then he starts arguing about the server standards. Like, there's no joke here. You're actually making an argument. So he's doing this thing where it's like simultaneously. He's doing this thing where it's like simultaneously. Don't talk about this like shit that I'm trying to cause an argument over. People just want to see the DMs like you would expect of some. No, actually. No, I wouldn't expect. I would only expect that of someone else if I believe that what they're reading isn't accurate. So I've just read something and then showed it to you, but I'm explaining to you why the inconvenience and actually going through it and scrolling would be a problem. I know, like, you have some learning disability and, like, when you can't get read to, you actually need to, like, read it word for word, but any part that you don't believe happened, I will show the screenshot of the logs. Because as I've explained, auto moderation has deleted some of these, so I'd have to be going between two chats. Yes, I'd expect that of some people if those people are making a major claim that they can't provide anything to substantiate. No detail of what I've just read has been disputed by Soul or anyone else. So dispute it, say which part you didn't think happened, and then I'll I'll show you, I'll prove it. But yeah, no. So anyways, in IC chat, very publicly, this was 4 days ago. This was like the last time I think we've argued this or litigated this. It was because somebody else brought it up in an unrelated argument, and then Soul, for the joke, chimed in and proceeded to argue for 20 minutes about the definition of doxing, my situation, if IC chat's rules are inconsistent, I guess, the nature of leaks, and if that makes the chat technically public, etc., etc. So there was no joke. You were trying to make an argument about this, and yeah, this is like actual cowardice when you argue something, and then it's like this would be me, for example. I keep bringing up this old drama to somebody, and then they respond and argue about it, and then I'm like, dude, why do they keep talking about this? That's like retarded.
To go on an entire tangent about how what he did wasn't doxing.
Yeah, because that's what you argued with me about. I did a joke response to David, I think, where I said, technically, I actually spread the work of the person that did dox. Please don't give me please give other people credit for their work or something. And then Soul's like, how is what you did not the definition of doxing? And then he posts a dictionary definition, and I explain, well, under the definition you used, first of all, what I did, not only would what I did not be doxing, that's not the definition that any of us use. So even under your own definition, which doesn't adequately meet the definition of how we use that term, because under the definition he provides, public information wouldn't be doxing when we obviously know that it is, as most doxing involves public information. I was explaining that wouldn't even have fit under the definition you gave, and then we proceed to argue about it. So you actually tried to litigate this argument.
and how it was actually just spreading a dox. And it's like, okay, well, okay, to be fair, he's probably correct on that, but like, bro.
So what is the dispute? So what it brings up an argument to me. I make an argument in response. He thinks my argument in response is correct. What is the complaint here? What are you complaining about? Yeah, he's being for... What the fuck is the complaint? You think I'm right? I'm so confused. Thank you for the 5, Patrick. This is literally the non-fat, non-old version of Chud versus Nick drama. Soul clearly overreacted here. You think?
Oh, holy fuck, dude. Like, I don't understand, like,
I was still friends with him. Like, I just found him, like, particularly annoying to talk to, which he admits he was trying to be annoying. So if you admit you were trying to be annoying, then what is the problem with me finding you annoying? If you tried to argue with me about the definition of doxing, and then I made an argument back to the argument that you decided to go bring up, that you believe I'm correct on, what is the problem? Well, his claim is that, well, no, that seems to be another claim later on, but right now he's making multiple claims.
Like, he's been completely mind raped from this London thing. That whenever somebody brings it up, or if there is the tiniest bit of like, contention or anything, he feels like he has to go and debate this guy about this drama. Then
you literally chimed in with a screenshot of the fucking dictionary. That is literally what you did.
Bringing it up again, which makes more people talk about it. He's just raping himself. He's raping himself. I'm fucking sick.
I'm raping myself by you trying to start an argument with me making an argument back that you're admitting that I'm correct on, where nobody sided with you. I'm raping. Really bad look for me, I guess.
I'm sick of telling him to stop bringing up this London shit, man. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. I'm sick of it, all right? Like,
yeah, if your friend, like, clearly just doesn't have any interest in your content and just, like, joins just to comment, I'm bored, this is boring, and there's, like, no, he's obviously trying to one guy and be annoying, but it's just, like, constant, and sometimes, like, borders on actual spam, then, like, yeah, I don't think, like, timing them out for 24 hours on a stream where you also timed out other people for the same thing is, like, some big problem.
Trying to, like, help this guy, and constantly, all I'm getting in my ear is, oh, you fucking suck, you're this, you're that. You're contributing to it right now, though? What?
This is literally... When am I doing this? I'm literally... This is what he does to me. He's admitted all he tries... You literally see a DM where he's apologizing to me for the one guy. This is literally what he's doing to me. Soul is crying out as he's striking me.
Bringing it up? Yes, of course I am, Gamma, because I'm establishing a timeline as to why I'm getting so fucking pissed off with Aiden. Okay?
He's pissed off. That's why he was in my chat an hour before this.
Jesus Christ. Good one guy, Gamma. Good one guy, buddy. Good one guy. All right. I can't remember where I was. Dude. Yeah. He burnt the bridge with Dickers, right? He completely, like, nuked any sort of, like, friendship. If you could call it friendship, whatever these fucking retarded internet relations are. If you could call them friends, he essentially nuked his entire fucking friendship with Dickers, not over the debates they had about London stuff, not over anything like that. Aiden nuked the entire thing with Dickers because Dickers said Aiden scrolled Kiwi Farms in a bar.
That's true. That is, unironically, that is the reason I stopped being friends with Dickers. Yes. Is there, like, a problem with that? I went, I looked through, I didn't believe I did this. I then went and I looked through my search history to find if I had done this while I was drunk and maybe didn't remember. It's not there. I go through the screenshots on my phone to maybe see if he, like, misinterpreted something, and it's not there. So from my perspective, if I believe that for the sake of contributing to a drama, somebody is making up something that I didn't do to, like, just have more on me, from my perspective, I wouldn't want to continue being friends with that person, because I think that's a shitty thing to do. Now, I've privately, as of recently, in fact, gone and reached out to Dickers, and I got a response that makes... I said this before, it's all in English, but I can't understand what he was saying. I probably should DM him back for some clarification, but I'm okay with mending the bridge. The reason for that is not because I believe that I went and did this thing. I didn't. That never happened. I don't use Kiwi Farms. I didn't use Kiwi Farms in the bar. I didn't even, at one point, I didn't even realize how you could access it in England, which is when I thought I like had him dead to rights, because I thought it was banned in England. So it was, and then I realized it wasn't banned in England. You just have to put the URL in directly. And I was putting in kiwifarms.net when I was trying to find this to prove this point. And then I finally figured out how to access it in England. And that's when I also realized, not only to believe that I had done this, from my perspective, I would have to believe that even though I struggled to get on Kiwi Farms while I was sober, and even though I don't use the site, and even though it is miraculously not in my search history, and even though there are no screenshots that could be interpreted that way, I would have to believe that I searched, which obviously didn't happen. But I now believe that he maybe misinterpreted something. I think it's fair to say that Dickers didn't like maliciously or knowingly lie. He probably believed that to be true. I don't know. But that's why I was so autistically hung up over that one detail, because I believe that one detail had been an outright lie from my perspective. And that somebody lying about me, if I believe just for the sake of like throwing me under the bus and contributing to public drama, is probably like a reason you wouldn't want to be friends with them, right? So from my perspective, that's why I didn't want to be friends with them.
I'm sorry, okay. Maybe Aiden, okay, I don't think Aiden scrolled Kiwi Farms in a bar. Let me be completely honest. I don't think Aiden scrolled Kiwi Farms in a bar. Dickers says he did, right? Maybe.
Out of everything I was called, out of every claim, why do you think this one claim, which is not that big of a deal compared to all the other shit I've been accused of, like, why do you think I've been so caught up on this? Because it didn't happen, right? So from my perspective, when I'm being hyper paranoid, it's like knowing that it didn't happen, I now believe this other party is like just out to get me and wants to see me fail, and is just like coming up with a lie to fuck with me on purpose.
Dickers, maybe Dickers misremembered this, right? Maybe Dickers saw something, or saw something that might.
But like, if Soul doesn't believe that this happened, once again, I don't understand why is this being litigated as a point. I talked to Dickers in private.
Look like Kiwi Farms, something like that, right? Whatever. It's not something you go and burn a fucking bridge with someone for, dude. And it's just retarded. And now recently, his whole arc is, I should be friends with Dickers again. I've been trying to rebuild the Dickers bridge. It's like, so like, I just don't understand. So, and the reason he wants to rebuild the Dickers bridge is because the walls are closing in around it. The walls are closing in around Aiden. Okay, Parry is off doing way better numbers than Aiden.
Okay, I think there's some context behind those numbers that might make it not success as I would personally define it. Okay, if I could right now trade places with Parry, I gotta be honest, I probably would not. I don't know what his numbers are at right now, but those are not the type of numbers I'm looking for. If that's hard for you to believe, I don't know if that's hard for you to believe.
Aiden is like pissed off with that. Nuki Chat is taking over. There's a new Ricey Chat.
There's no taking over.
Yeah, guys, there's Ricey Chat now, right? Icy Chat is dying. Aiden's losing viewers. He's losing subscribers. And now he's like, you know what? I want to rebuild the bridge with
this. Isn't even an accurate retelling. You could track it in real time. The second I start to consider mending the bridge with Dickers, we did a stream. I think it was the same stream. We did over 200 concurrent. The next stream we do 150 concurrent. The next stream we do 150 concurrent. I don't know what the fuck happened yesterday or today, but surprisingly enough, my viewership is literally if you look at, when I look at my analytics, it's literally going up at the same time. I decide to stop being like spite filled, and I try to like, you know, mend the bridge with Dickers. I don't give a fuck about like Nuki Chat or whatever. I use that now too, etc. My viewership is recovering. I don't know. I guess what he's talking about.
It is fucking performative. The way this guy treats friendships is fucking horrific. And you know what? I'm sorry to sound like a fucking soy little bastard, but I think the way I have been fucking treated by Aiden during this entire fucking thing, standing by him through thick and fucking thin, by the way, letting him stay at my fucking place because he is going through some shit, going through some fucking drama. I want to take his mind off it. But all through that, and yet only to be called the most annoying fucking person he's ever had to deal with.
Okay, I'm obviously being hyperbolic. You're probably not the most annoying person I've ever had to deal with. Just at the time I called him that, he was being exceptionally annoying by his own admission. He literally started telling he was on his annoying arc. He literally said it. He's like, I'm on my annoying arc. So if you're admitting you're going out of your way to be annoying, to the point where you're coming into my DMs to try to apologize to me, why am I not allowed to feel that you're annoying? Why am I not, like, I guess I'm just not allowed to have feelings? I don't know. Like, I feel as though you were annoying, and you feel and are admitting that you were being annoying. So I don't know where the dispute here is.
Deal with the most retarded person, the most, you know what, yeah, just like fucking lies about me as well, like, you know, throws in little lies, like fucking.
Oh wait, I'm waiting for this one. I'm waiting. What do you guys think it's gonna be? Okay, what do you think it's gonna be? This is the thing that I will never admit to because it hasn't fucking happened. Okay, I take honesty very fucking seriously. Lying pisses me the fuck off. So yeah, when someone says I lied about something, I take that like pretty fucking seriously. And I'm just waiting for it. I'm waiting for what I'm going to be accused of lying about, okay? Just wait for it. Just wait for it. This is going to be a pretty big deal.
Fucking snarks the fact that this room, right, by the way, when we went in this room, right, this room is like cold in the winter because you need to turn radiators on, okay? And the radiator, as you can see, is on a time. It's got like a timer. It's got like a 2-hour timer to like save energy, right? And this guy gets really fucking like, this guy gets really annoyed, like really upset, right? He said my shower didn't have heating, all this sort of shit.
I got really upset. I was literally just like talking some shit about it in IC or on stream. I was like telling the story in like a facetious way. I was like, yeah, dude, this guy's house is freezing. I'm not really upset by the temperature of your house that I'm no longer at. There's nothing I'm not upset about. Believe it or not, I don't really feel strong emotions tied to the temperature of this house.
Which is just completely untrue, by the way. Completely fucking untrue. And this guy was...
Didn't you just admit... By the way, I looked in IC, and when I'm, like, being facetious about the cold room, he's like, yeah, because it's, like, -0 outside, or whatever. And you have to turn the radiator on. Because apparently the radiator had gone off, because it's on a time limit, and I didn't know that, or whatever, because it's not my house. But it's, like... He admits that it was freezing, so I don't really know what am I where's the lie? Thank you for the 2. Hey dance. Purple Perry or Brandon Buckingham? Probably Brandon. Not because I like Brandon. I think Brandon's like a fucking crypto fascist, but the reason I'd pick him is because I think he tries to hide it to some extent. He's not like super flagrant and open about the negative, irredeeming aspects of him as a person, despite the fact that I know they exist. So if I only had to pick between the both of them, then I would pick him, right? But that's just because with Perry, it is just like the negative personality traits, and that's all there is to him. There's like no like attempt at hiding that or not coming off as like an insufferable, like bitter, like fat loser.
Like, you know, he was Gamma, why are you timing out, dude? Gamma, why are you timing out people, bro?
Am I still on? See, this is like, honestly, this is the joke that is like my existence online right now. Aiden, would you pick this person or Perry? I proceed to explain why I would pick this person over Perry. Then somebody comes into chat, are you really still on Perry? Like, this is a joke. This is actually a joke. Okay? If I get asked about something, I'm going to respond. It is actually, like, the most, like, pussy fucking coward-coded shit on earth to be like, oh, wow, Aiden's really talking about this when somebody else is bringing it up and I'm just responding in my own chat.
So he's like, he's just there, like, you know, just saying like little white lies that obviously mean nothing.
They asked the fucking question. I answered it. And it's like, wow, so you're really answering the question you were just asked? Yes. Yes, I am doing that. Yes.
Like about like my house and shit like that? About like, you know, he's like, oh, so scared.
So I was from, hey, Dance, you just said crypto fascist. Are you Hassan? No, but no, there are people that are like probably, their views are like synonymous with the people that we would describe as like modern day Nazis or whatever. And I think that he's probably one of those people, right? I mean, it slips even when he's talking about Perry. He's accusing Perry of being anti-white, and then he's like, "What are you, Jewish?" And that's like a big that's like a talking point that is utilized by neo-Nazis online. That like all the like the anti-white narratives, like Jews are behind that, right? That's like a pretty like you have to kind of be in the know to kind of like know about the nature of that accusation. And he's also friends with Sam Hyde, who is a neo-Nazi. Sam Hyde was at a neo-Nazi book burning. Sam Hyde donated thousands of dollars to the defense fund of a neo-Nazi. Sam Hyde's likes, before likes had disappeared, he would like right-wing neo-Nazi like content, and then his fans will cope. Oh, well, it's a bit. It's a bit, even though some of the shit he was doing wasn't even public, and it got exposed, right? Like the book burning shit.
He takes cold showers every day. His room is like freezing. I could see my breath. The room was cold because the heating had only just been turned on, you fucking retard.
All I said was that your room was cold. And your admission is the room is cold. So it sounds like his like whole meta here is to agree with me, and then he'll state a point or something I believe in, and then say that he personally agrees that what I said is true, and then get mad. It's like, is that the strategy here? Is that the strat? Okay.
Like, dude, Aiden wasn't even staying in this room, bro. This is like a separate, this is like a studio type thing.
I
This
know,
is like a studio.
that's why I
like
said,
my main bedroom.
that's why I said it was cold when I went to like take a shower, because I showered in that room. I never said I was sleeping in there.
It's kind of a weird deal going on. It's like a weird deal. It's hard to explain. So
I didn't realize he was this defensive about the temperature of his house.
Being in my house, bro. So Aiden's like completely just snarking me. All right, lying about me, by the way. After I
because I call so I call his room cold. This guy, when I was coming back and struggling with viewership, is like saying shit like I should just quit. My channel sucks. My videos suck. My chat's dead. And to be fair, he's one guying. It's for the bit. It's for the joke or whatever. Fair enough. But apparently, I've done something wrong for calling his admittedly cold room cold. I'm just snarking him, taking things to the extreme. Is this what everyone's gonna do now? Is this what everyone? J-Stock did the same thing. J-Stock is like poking fun at me over like my own pursuits. So I make a joke about like the cherry shit, and he's like saying that I wasn't being cordial back to him, and I explain how what I did is actually matching his behavior, because he had swung at me for my pursuits, and he's like, oh, well, when you brought up my thing, it was outside the scope of the content, which is just like a fucking insane point to make. We reference public dramas that are outside of the drama we're talking about all the fucking time. That's such a bitch-made response. So now Soul's getting on here, and his whole thing is he's now complaining that after literally coming to my DMs to apologize to me for like constantly trying to one guy and shit talking, he's mad that I called his room cold. It's not even matching his energy. I just kind of like minorly matched it, and he's mad.
After I graciously let this guy stay at my place, okay? Graciously let this guy stay at my place, and you know what? And I think the way he's like handled shit in the past like few months, you know, I'm like completely just like I'll have a look.
This is only coming out now, by the way. I love it. I love it. I love it when suddenly people who've been cordial to you since something happened now all of a sudden have a huge issue with it, even though nothing has changed. Like they were like J-Stock after the shit with Lyle's wife happened, and after J-Stock was a major collaborator in a community that contributed to the psychological abuse and doxing of women, right? After that's said and done, and then after Shoot Lyle's wife out, J-Stock's cool with me. J-Stock agrees to join Icy Chat, the chat where that had happened in, etc. And now, out of nowhere, he now has like this big stance against my prior behavior. It's like you can't really do that without looking like a disingenuous fuck, right? You either had an issue with this, like if an issue has occurred, you have no issue with it, And now all of a sudden you do have an issue with it. Unless you can tell me like what new thing has happened in between then that's changed your mind, I'm going to think you're mad at me for some other reason and are now just like being like dishonest, right?
I'll have a look. When was the last time Aiden actually DM'd me back?
It's just, why does everybody need to come up with a fake justification for why they don't like me? Just like tell me why you're mad at me. Tell me why you don't like me. What is the meta of just like lying? Just like lying. Like, I don't understand.
Look, let me have a look. Okay, interesting. Aiden has not messaged me back since the beginning of February. By the way, we are on the last day of February. So for about a month, Aiden has not messaged me back. Despite me DMing Aiden genuine things about his fucking server, including one where Gamma one-guyed me. Gamma one-guyed me into thinking I was hurting Aiden's feelings. And I had to say, Aiden, listen, I don't have...
You literally admit in this message that you've been one-guying recently. And then after this message, you've continuously done it. And it's like, I'm not hurt by this. Believe it or not, you saying you suck doesn't really like get under my skin. It's just annoying because if it's the only thing you say and contribute, right? Like there are people that all the time will shit talk me, but they're funny when they do. A good example of this is Chris. A good example of this would be Chris. Okay, Chris will come in here on alts, and say shit like, say shit like you could really tell this guy takes himself seriously. And I like Chris. I talk because Chris is funny when he does it, right? I think Chris is very funny, and it's not like spam. He'll like do it once and then not do it for like there'll be like a cooldown period. But with Soul, it's just like being annoying and spamming in my chat. Being annoying and like saying shit in IC while admittedly being annoying, and it's like, yeah, I'm annoyed. Yes, I find you annoying. I don't know what to say.
I have no problem with you. I've just been one guy recently. This is like middle of February. You know, because Gam was saying I've been hurting Aiden's feelings recently. So I was basically saying like, you know, testing the waters. Like, have I actually hurt this guy's feelings? If so, I'm sorry and all this shit. No response. No fucking response. No follow up. Nothing. And it's like I'm just getting fucking tired of him. I'm just getting tired of his fucking bullshit, dude. I'm sick of the same shit every day. You know, he hops in his little IC. Someone says something he doesn't like.
I don't owe you. Yeah, then if you don't like me, just say I don't owe you an explanation. That would be better than you making up an explanation and like very clearly being disingenuous about it, right?
And he sits there and like fucking cries about it for 20 fucking years. I'm getting fucking sick of it, dude. I'm getting sick of it. I'm
not crying about like I don't understand. Soul's like just like heard like prior criticisms like his. I don't know if people are here for it, but Soul's saying I'm still like constantly crying about London or whatever. It's like, once again, I'm only bringing shit up, this stuff up, when it's brought up to me, which Soul did. He tried to argue with me about it, and then complained that I was talking about it after he tried to make an argument to me about it.
Plot. I'm losing the plot. Okay, Gamma. Okay, good one. And Aiden's obviously he's doing like comebacks and all this sort of stuff, right? Aiden's doing comebacks, right? And he's currently live right now, guys. He's currently live right now, streaming about whatever. But Aiden also went live 6 hours ago, and he went live again. So I literally said to Aiden, why are you live again, bro? Aren't like people sick of you or whatever? As a joke in his chat. We'll get onto what he said in response to that. I don't want to. Yeah. Why were you slandering Ricky live?
All right. Goodbye.
No. Okay. So you're running that.
Is it just like the same 15 bits asking me why I'm slandering Kosher Cat or some Discord shitter that like you obviously nobody has strong feelings about? Just like repeating you suck. It's like. It's just not like, it's like childish shit. Like, it's not like funny to me. I'm not offended by it. I just don't find it like funny. And because I don't find it funny, its repetition would therefore be an annoyance, right? I think that's fair. I think I'm allowed to be annoyed by that.
Wow. You see his demeanor when I'm in there? Why were you slandering Ricky live?
All right, goodbye.
No. Okay, so you're running that.
Yes.
Look at the demeanor. Look at the demeanor of it. I don't like that demeanor.
Are you serious? Is this guy BPD? I was obviously exhausted when I started the stream. The stream he's talking about where he's like hyper analyzing my like demeanor. He's like, look at his demeanor towards me. I was literally like that to everyone. Because I was fucking exhausted. I don't understand, like, I'm literally, like, go to this stream. This is how I started off. Hold on. People, what is up? What is up? Hold on. Let me, anyone who has a disagreement, you could just call in and talk to me about it. That's literally all you need to do. It shouldn't really be difficult, for you. I don't really care to sit here and talk about how somebody's not calling in for the next fucking 4 hours. I'm clearly tired here. I'm clearly tired. It's just a day where I'm not having it. I just feel like it's like bizarre to take that personally. He's like, look at his demeanor when he's talking to me specifically. Can you show me a moment of that stream where that was not my demeanor?
I do want to bring up this, okay? So he did talk about me on...
Look at my eyes, bro. Personally, I don't know. Like, what about me is screaming, I'm just in a chipper mood today until Soul Skibbity called in and ruined it. Yeah, clearly my energy was off the charts until Soul called in. And then my inner primal hatred just came out when I'm talking to him. You could just call in. I look like I want to kill myself before he's called in. I literally look like I want to kill myself.
On his stream today, when he hid me from his fucking chat, by the way, because of 2 fucking DMs, bro. I've got the fucking screenshot on my phone. I'll read out what I said. They got me hidden from Aiden's fucking chat, by the way. Bro, you just ended stream. What is wrong with you? Because Aiden went live.
And then you start commenting, like, saying that I'm like, getting pissy on stream about the Dickers stuff. Then after I complain that I don't care about the shitter drama today, you're donating to tell me that Parry is running from me, which I don't care about, clearly. And because it's just like a bunch of gay fake Discord drama being forced by like Kathy. It's like I just wasn't having it that day. I just don't I'm allowed to be like annoyed.
Because I went live. Okay, so it's clickbait? No, damn. I'm deadly serious. I'm fucking done. Wow, dude. I'm done talking about it. I'm fucking done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Okay. He's just fucking annoyed me to the ends of the earth.
Yes, I annoyed him. The guy who's admittedly, repeatedly being annoying to me to such an extent that he's in my DMs apologizing for it is insisting that he was the one that decided to break things off. Yes, dude. He clearly just naturally came to this decision.
To the ends of the earth. He's like constantly. I'd be nothing but trying like be this guy's fucking friend, especially through the London drama and shit. Only to be called every fucking name under the sun.
You not giving him attention here, plus not returning his DMs is obviously why he's upset, and he thinks a stream like what he did here is what he thinks will get a response from you. Yeah, the response here from me is gonna be like, I don't want to be friends with you, because it's like if you're gonna get ticked off and then like not come into my DMs to vocalize your ticked off, your first response is going to be a stream where you like pretend like you have an issue with like every past drama in relation to me. It's like, well, I didn't mean to pull up the image of Joe Amico, but it's like, yeah, one of my biggest like, I guess like pieces of paranoia in regards to friendships is like, how long until this person like turns on you or whatever and goes nuclear on you. It's just like a matter of time. And it's like, you've kind of just like reinforce that in my mind, so it's like the only response you're gonna get is like, yeah, I'll talk about it, it's content, but simultaneously I'm not gonna be able to trust you.
And it's like, well, dude, you're not even hitting a legitimate critique, you just ran past it. I think I'm justifying why I'm burning the bridge, Gamma. And if you let me say my piece, and if you can rewind the stream, you'll know. Basically, I've been nothing but nice to this guy. I let him stay in my place, I book him train tickets, I do all this stuff, and I buy him drinks. by the way as well.
I bought you dinners. I bought like, I don't understand, like, we bought shit for each other, and then when you bought stuff for me, I offered to pay you back, and you just told me not to. I was totally willing to just give you money for those things. I asked for your PayPal, and then despite me offering that, you said no. So I don't really know what I was supposed to do there.
I'm drinks. And I need to be like,
I bought him drinks as well. We would buy it in like rounds. Like, I'd do like the first round of drinks, then he'd do the second, then I'd do the third, then he'd do the fourth, then I'd do the fifth. Everybody bought drinks for each other at some point. Queeman got me drinks. I paid for Queeman's drink. Is that not just how it works? Yeah, everybody paid for drinks for somebody else at some point. This isn't like an exceptionally like, look, guys, I'm here, I'm paying for their... Yeah, I paid for your drinks, too. Multiple times.
Treated like a fucking retard, not as a friend, And I don't like that. I don't like that type of thing. You can lock in on rebuilding the bridge with people, point more, but you didn't. Well, I think it's retarded. I think Aiden...
Did he or did he not proposition you proposition me for what?
Yeah. Okay, I'll elaborate on that if you want, Gamma. Aiden is a fucking retard. He's walking back to Dickers. Okay, have you guys ever seen one sec, guys, one sec. Oh, we don't want to pull that up just yet. Guys. Okay, that's for a bit of snarking in a little bit. Okay. Okay, have you guys seen this meme before? This is Aiden trying to rebuild a bridge with Dickers. This is Aiden trying to rebuild a bridge with fucking Dickers, dude. He's like coming back with his fucking head in his.
No, somebody advised to me that they think Dickers is listen. I understand that I am stubborn. To an abnormal extent. I am abnormally stubborn. You could see this in, yeah, like the total bridge burn when I disagree over one detail. I'm very stubborn. Right? I'm stubborn. But I know this about myself, which is why I'm like sympathetic to advice telling me that I'm not doing the right thing. And somebody had come to me and had said to me that I was, I don't remember I think I said earlier, I don't remember exactly how I came to this conclusion, but somebody had come to me and said that I should consider it. And then I did consider it. And then I said, you know what? It's better to let bygones be bygones.
Hands. Dickers, I'm sorry. I know you lied about me, Dickers, and after I said, you know, fuck you, I'm done with you, Dickers, because you lied about the most retarded fucking thing in the world. Whether Dickers lied or not is besides the point. Aiden burnt the bridge with someone because they lied about scrolling Kiwi, because they apparently lied and said Aiden was scrolling Kiwi Farms in a bar.
Soul, I guess, isn't like intelligent enough to like utilize like reasoning. But yeah, if the perspective is this person lied about me while I'm going through very public drama and obviously under a lot of pressure, then the assumption of the motive for them lying about me would be so that they could get a one-up on me while this is occurring. And yes, if you believe that somebody has lied about you to get a one-up on you during drama and advance themselves at your expense, then that would probably be a good reason for why you wouldn't want to be friends with them. I think the stubbornness comes into play when I believe that what I view as an inaccuracy would be a malicious lie, right? When it could just very well be a mistake.
When Aiden also said, by the way, never denied the fact that he does look at Kiwi Farms. So whether he did or didn't do
on stream. And Soul literally says earlier, Soul's like, yeah, I don't think he was looking at Kiwi Farms. So I don't understand where the misunderstanding. Soul literally doesn't believe I was looking at Kiwi Farms in the bar. So I don't know why he's now using this point.
in a bar is fundamentally irrelevant to the fucking situation. Fundamentally.
Well, yeah. What?
Irrelevant. And whether he was scrolling Lyo's Kiwi Farms thread in a bar or not doesn't have any justification or any clarification. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't justify any of what he did. And the fact that
nobody's saying that it does. Who is saying that it does?
The way he fucking justifies this fucking drama, by the way. The way he justifies this drama, he's like, oh, I'm sorry for the Lyle wife stuff, but also everybody who said mean things about me on my London trip, you fucking suck. Oh, by the way, Saul, your house is fucking cold. Your house is this. You fucking.
What is? What? What are you talking? When have I ever been like used Soul's When have I used the temperature of Soul's house as a justification for spreading the docs of Lyo's? When has this happened? Is he actually mad that I called his house? I honestly, you have to believe me on this, guys. I didn't think he'd be offended by me calling his house cold. I didn't think that would be personal. I did not think that would be personal. Maybe I'm just like autistic and couldn't understand why someone would take this so personally. I didn't realize that like the temperature of somebody's house is like very linked to their pride. So I'd like to sincerely apologize.
Suck, Saul. You're racist because you didn't let a black woman kiss you on the cheek. Fucking okay, constantly leaking shit about like leaking fucking personal shit.
Yeah, I'm being fucking facetious, and that's not constantly. You did the same thing there's nothing personal about that. Those are little funny stories, which you've done to me multiple times. Soul's going around being like, yeah, Aiden made out with like an ugly lesbian, and then Soul like says, now in hindsight, that apparently the reason she made out with me is because Soul told her that I was a virgin or something. I don't know about that one, right? But it's like, was I ever like, how could you leak that? No, but you've leaked like little stories be facetious about me. I don't understand why me saying your house was cold wouldn't just be like a natural continuation of that.
But they're getting upset when people are leaking personal shit. People are leaking shit, like people are leaking his demeanors and all this sort of stuff, but then they'll go like leak stuff about me. And it's like, well, okay, dude.
The problem wasn't that he didn't want a woman to kiss him on the cheek. The problem was that his response was like really weird. It was like a thank you kiss on the cheek. And then he's like, the reason he didn't do it was like, I'm not attracted to black girls. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. I have a very specific type that would just naturally mean I'm probably not going to be attracted to most black girls as well. I'm not attracted to most blondes, right? People just have a type. That's fine. But getting kissed on the cheek has nothing to do with like being attracted to somebody. Like my grandma's like old friends have like given me a kiss on the cheek. That's not, I don't find old women attractive, obviously, but I understand that like there's no attraction that would have any relevance there. So that's why I was like being facetious about that, because I thought that was like a really weird response. It's like, you don't need to be attracted to somebody to let them kiss you on the cheek.
Okay, and then, yeah, and you know what? What pissed me off? What drove the final nail in the coffin? Okay, because this just annoyed me, bro. This just annoyed me. I was like, you know what? What's the point? Why am I still around this guy's community, man? This was the sort of the moment I was like, you know, what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point of being around this guy's community?
Sure. I'm going Stalin mode again. So
let me
chatters, chatters that ask questions for things that are very obvious that don't need questions.
Yes, Clover. The chair was the last straw. No, I'm joking. The chair was not the last fucking straw, dude. I don't care. You guys can snap my chair. Dude, the chair drama is unironically pretty the most fun I've had in a while. Like, I enjoy shit like that, dude. You know, just like laughing at me for a fucking chair. I thought, like, dude, it's retarded. It means nothing. It's awesome, okay? It's fucking awesome. Shows the wheel.
He's actually crying over his chair. He's legitimately crying over his fucking chair. Somebody said to me last night that after Soul was getting made fun of for his chair, he, like, went into a VC and actually, like, admitted that, like, he's annoyed by that or whatever. But also, why would you not be annoyed by people making fun of you for your chair, but you're now annoyed at me because I called your house cold? Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm so confused. Like, holy shit, bro.
I already showed the wheels last stream, but I'll show the wheels before we move on. I'll show the wheels again. I don't know why I just spun it in a circle. Yeah, you want to see the wheels? 1 sec. There's the wheels. Okay, the chair does have wheels, guys. The chair does have wheels. Okay. It does have wheels. Okay, it does have wheels. So yeah. This was like the sort of the chair drama is the most important part. Why is Himbleton not modded, by the way? Let me mod my good buddy. Himbleton. Okay. Yeah. So let me watch this.
Will be 24-hour timeout. Okay, 24 hours. I can't take it anymore. So 24 hours. If I don't like what you have to say, I'm gonna use the delete button on your existence in my chat for 24 hours. I don't like to ban people. I'm not against people who legitimately disagree with me. If you want to like legitimately disagree with me, that's one thing. But there's some people that are on this line of trying to be funny but never quite getting there and not knowing when to kill the bit. And is that not a good description of Soul? Is that not a fair description of Soul? Anyone who has spoken to this guy like on Discord or anything, I don't know if Ali Khan is still here. I don't know if Grain is still here. Is that not like a completely fair description? Like, I feel like that's totally fair to say here. Traits in combination are infuriating, okay? I'm talking about you, Soul Skibbity. Okay, I'm talking about you in particular. You've managed to be the most annoying chatter of February, so congrats.
By the way. I do want to say, right? I fucking, dude, what the fuck? Bro, it's like, it's like, dude, it's completely fucking retarded, bro. Yes, it's retarded, all right? Yes, do I care that he's calling me annoying? Not really. Like, I already care that Aiden's calling me annoying.
I don't care that he's annoying. That's why I fire up a stream about how I'm burning the bridge with him an hour after he calls me annoying. Just to show you how much I don't care. Damn, bro. Thank you, Puddle, for the 5. Isn't Soul the guy... Okay, don't do that. Isn't Soul the guy who had multiple pics of him in a bikini and covered in cum leaked? I saw those images. That was really disturbing. Bro doesn't even have wheels. True.
If he thinks I'm annoying, that's like fine, whatever. But like, dude, you know, when I'm being nothing, you know, when I'm being really nice to you, you know,
you think you're annoying. His name was literally, he named himself like Soul Skibbity #annoying arc. You literally admit that you're annoying.
Really nice to you. I'm you know, donating to you and all this sort of stuff. And
do not donate. I'm going to tell you this right now. Never, ever, ever give me money to get me to like you or treat you differently. I appreciate tips. It's an incredibly nice thing to do, right? Because naturally I just don't make a lot of money doing this. It's nice to have the added bonus of making money while doing this, so I could justify it to myself and the people around me. And give me tips if you want to do that nice thing and have have extra money to do it, etc. It's very much appreciated. But if you're doing that under the guise that I now, as a result, owe anything to you other than to stream, you're completely giving me money for the wrong reason. So just so we're of an understanding here, don't give me money under the impression that I'm now going to be in debt to you somehow with the way I behave or act.
You know, I'm you know, letting you say it like my place and shit, and only for you to like completely ignore me pretty much the entire time afterwards. And,
It's not even true. He disappears, so I literally went to check in on him.
Time you talk to me in icy and shit, you're just being a complete dick.
We called afterwards. I checked in on him when he was gone, to which he told me he was on his fortress arc. He would like go into IC just to tell me like I suck.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you.
Congratulations.
I just can't. It was $337 Gamma in US dollars, right? And the tax is added into that. The tax is added into that. When we go to a store, if something is £1, that is £1 with the taxes already added on. We don't have to think about the tax. Okay.
Can't do it. I can't. I'm saving the salmon shirt for a special day.
Yo, thank you for £15, Simpleton. Holy shit.
Simpleton tipped £15. Have a good stream, so love you, buddy.
How you doing, man?
Yo, what the fuck? Okay, you know what? Maybe if you give me $20, there might be an expectation that I have to be nice to you. Thank you so much, Balls Mahone, for the $20 fucking dollars. Super bass. Especially since this money was now leads me to have to say that I'm in debt to Balls Mahone. I'm starting a team. It's Lumpy Willie, Theodore Dick, Poop Swag, Balls Mahone.
You cutting Aiden off because he was mean and dismissive to you? Well, that's part of it. I'm cutting Aiden off because he was mean and dismissive to me. He wouldn't take any advice, despite whether it's good or bad, from, you know, I don't know I can't remember what Hamilton said to him during the whole London stuff. But like, you know, I'd give him like solid advice. I'd be like, you know, talk about it once on stream, all right? Make a docket, make like a document, read the document off, read that out as your statement. If anyone has any issues, debate them on.
$2 from Starfish. How about 2? I'm not doing shit for you for just $2. You fucking broke piece of shit. I'm kidding. Thank you so much, Starfish, for the 2. Much appreciated. Very based. $2 gets an acknowledgement of your peasant fucking existence.
That stream, and then just shut up. Just
how much for a private stream sounds very awkward and implicitly sexual.
Stop talking about it. Instead, he decides to like go live and just completely fumble and like just sit there, a blabbering mess, while his chat fucking destroys him. And it's like, okay, well, he's not listening to my advice. That's fine. He's not
true. My chat is in here right now, destroying me.
My advice. He's not listening to my advice. That's okay. But then he treats me like a fucking retard, bro. I'm just, you know what? Try to be a friend. Fuck you, dude. Try to be a friend. You know.
By the way, this allegation is particularly funny because I literally argued with Saul about why he's more intelligent than he thinks he is. When we were IRL, he was like, I'm just like so stupid, man. And I'm like, I'm such a retard. And I'm sitting there like saying like intelligence is like multifaceted. So yeah, even though like you might not know as much, because like he would keep asking me like, how did you know that? How do you know that? How do you know? And I'm like, intelligence is multifaceted. Saul knows a lot about like roads and cars and trucks and shit. And I'd say like, it's just multifaceted. In other areas, you probably would be smarter than me. So it's like very funny that the allegation is that like I'm treating you like a retard when I literally tried to fight that insecurity of yours to your face. I don't know.
Whatever.
The salmon shirt is for a very special. This is gay? Yeah, it is gay. It is very gay. Okay, people like I don't know why people like.
Let's keep watching because it gets worse.
Who the fuck is this? Oh, is that JoJo's?
Yeah.
Or even if somebody's retarded, I still try to be nice to them.
You're cutting him off.
I think that everybody has value. I'm not gonna say to somebody that like might not be I've said this before. I've been friends with someone. I was actually having this convo with Gamma last night because Gamma was like trying to argue with me. Gamma said to me, if you were in a library and you like met a girl and she was really to like prove to me that I just like don't have respect for other people, Gamma was like, if you were at a library, you saw a girl, she was really attractive and she was really charming. The only problem was, and this is Gamma's words, not mine, she was dumb as shit. Would you start a relationship with her? And I said no. And he's like, okay, like to prove that I'm like exceptionally like disrespectful. And it's like, it would be disrespectful for me to start a relationship with her just because I find her hot if she's not intelligent, right? But I think the point was like, I do go out of my way, even if I have this like judgment that you're not smart, I do go out of my way to attempt to, you know, make you understand your own value, because I think everybody has some form of innate value. Yo, what is up, Entwine? Hello again. What's up? Tell tell Ert that I'm gonna join his Discord. I forgot. We had a very fun time last night. I was learning a bit about Mike earlier. Very interesting guy.
Well, obviously, I'm not like, you know, if he's in a VC and I'm in there, I'll join. But like, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't intend on interacting in his chats anymore. I don't intend on interacting in Aiden's chats anymore. I'm burning the bridge because I don't intend on talking to this guy in DMs. I have no interest. If he wants to continue to self-sabotage his stream, continue to lose fucking subs, and continue to just completely nuke himself, that is absolutely fine by me.
I was losing subs well before this. I'm not losing, like this. The sub loss has like reduced. Like if anything, I've been on an upward trend. The sub loss has reduced. There's been days now where I'm in the green, right? I'm off the back of like a controversy. So yeah, I'll be losing subs. That's just like what happens when you're like in a controversy. That doesn't really mean the walls are closing in. I lost 80 subs.
But you know what? Yeah. Yeah, dude, Himbleton. It was a very one-sided friendship, buddy. It was a very one-sided friendship. To quote Trud Logic, I'm feeling estranged, okay? I'm feeling estranged.
Can't wait till you guys are... I don't know what VC I'll be back in. Like, I'm sick of the 500 chats thing, okay? It's like, I just accepted Nuki. Now everybody's moving to Ricey. I'm not joining any more chats, okay? I'm just using IC. I'm sick. There's no reason there needs to be 500 chats with the same people. There is literally no good reason for it. You couldn't make one to me. Oh, wait, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. I don't have favorites.
Oh, here we go.
Who are your favorites? I just don't favorites.
No, let's like skip a little bit. Because I think I donate to him.
Dude, I'm very excited to be 21, okay? Every single stream going.
By the way,
is he really just watching this to prove that he gave me $2?
21, it's over. It's over, by the way. When this guy's 21, it's over. It's over. When Aiden turns 21, it's over. That's all I'm saying. It's over. Like, it's done. It's done. That's what I'm saying.
Cuban Cigar on stream. Oh, yeah, he's doing this, like, projection. Soul thinks I'm literally going to become... Soul thinks that I'm going to become a complete alcoholic drug addict when I turn 21, I guess. Believe it or not, I've considered this. But believe it or not, I do have like I've always had access. If I wanted tonight to go get drugs, or if I wanted tonight to go get alcohol, even though I'm not 21, I can do it, right? Anyone can. Anyone can. Just if you have Snapchat, anyone can. And I'm not, right? I'm not. I don't think much is gonna change by me turning 21. Why? Because I have an addictive personality. I think he knows that, but I have enough self-control, obviously, to not become a fucking complete junkie. Every single stream going forward, we're not even gonna there's not gonna be a profit margin. All these Streamly donos are gonna be blown on Cuban cigars. But speaking of donos, I guess the one thing I am addicted to is nicotine. I love nicotine, and to be honest with you, I've softened up again a little bit to marijuana, but that's about it. I talk about my first topic here. Adored, never. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
First topic.
Here we go.
Hold on. Thank you for the 2. Soul Spective.
That's my alt account, by the way, because he hid my other one.
Never ignored Soul Skibbity. Where's my head? Hold on. Yeah. Anyways,
dude, where is it?
Great start, lol. Well, oh wait, I already spoiled it. Well, what is he looking for? Speaking of speaking of donos and tips and using your money for stupid reasons, like giving it to...
You notice that Aiden, have you noticed...
I haven't smoked weed. I live in your walls in I haven't smoked weed in like 3 weeks, I think.
Aiden could be your younger brother. Dude, I don't know how much I don't know how much OPSEC this is. I have a younger brother.
Yeah, Soul is older than me. There's some people where it's like you realize that they're older than you, and it's just like a little bit surprising to you. I don't know. I don't mean to necessarily be derogatory or anything, but like there's some people. It's like, how the fuck is this person older than me?
Who's the same age as Aiden, by the way, like a year younger. Dude, he has the same hair, the exact same fucking hair, bro. It's fucking weird, dude.
The streamers you like. There is good causes for your money. There are good causes for. It seems like with marijuana, if you're like heavy usage is what's linked to problems, especially if it occurs like before you're an adult, right? So it is like the neurologically harmful usage is frequent use, and then especially so if you're. But like I'm pretty sure haven't studies confirmed that like occasional marijuana usage as an adult isn't really linked to like necessarily long-term neurological impacts. Money. And
do
you have an email that I can contact you at? It's actually a good idea. I think I should set one up. You could contact, this is technically my business email. I'll put it in. I gotta get a new one. Yeah, you could contact me on this one. That's my business email. But I gotta get a new one.
Drag a picture of him on stream and put it next to your face cam. Okay. I guess I can just do this and like put my face cam a little bit bigger. Like, dude. Really? Dude, I'm much more attractive, Gamma. Come on. I'm much more attractive.
So is he like doing a mid-off with me? Like, what is going on? This is completely bizarre.
Like ramped up, all right? This is not just me. Unquote, the snark left, only to then go and completely backtrack on that.
Okay, so he then goes and debates Himpleton, I guess. We could take a look at that.
I'm calling him optics check here. Oh no. Alright, here we go. Hello. So what's up?
Okay, so you never at any point like were like, hey man, X and Y is bothering me, can we have a conversation about this?
No, because I know exactly the response I'd get, which is completely ignored, which he has ignored my DMs for the past
total cope.
month.
Well, he ignores every. Listen. This is not. Okay, I want to make it clear before I continue here. This is not a sweep of Aiden. This is more a like.
Just forget. Yeah. He ignores everyone's DMs. I get that.
Yeah, like. But any of the positions that I'm going to say or argue right now is not a defense of Aiden. More so, it is a like. This is coming out of nowhere and doesn't really seem to be cohesive or make sense to me. And given the fact that you guys were like besties for the resties like just mere weeks ago, it just doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
Actually, an hour ago, believe it or not, an hour ago.
Okay, but so like first of all, you already know that he ignores DMs. You know that that's not a good way to reach him. And rather than like trying to have like a legitimate conversation over VC or something like that, you are very publicly cutting him off and burning the bridge with him. And partially this is because of the fact that he looks optically bad right now, which he has for like the past like 3 months.
It's not only looking.
You said he was self-sabotaging and that he's losing subscribers.
Yeah.
We're actually, that would be true when he was supporting me. Now we've stabilized, and now he's like doing the walls are closing in. It's like showing up to a house after it's burnt down and being like, dude, this is bad. This house is gonna be destroyed. This house is really looking like it's in rough. It's like the fire's already been put out. You're looking at like the charred carcass of the house, and you're like, dude, this could be really bad for the house. The house is on fire. The fire was put out, buddy. We're now just like recovering the charred foundation. So I don't know what you're coming in and talking about.
Like, but that's been the case for like months at this point.
Let me turn my thing down. There you go. Yeah. But that's not like a reason. I'm just like sick of how he's handling this London thing, despite my efforts to tell him to stop.
So that's the reason he's mad. Okay, that's so true.
The continuation.
This thing that I've only really brought up in like a serious context, like the most recent like genuinely serious litigation of this, only occurred because Soul Skibbity came into my chat and tried to argue with me about it.
Of talking about it.
Yeah. And I don't intend on being around for when it gets all, when it eventually kicks off again. I just don't intend on being around because the way he handles dramas is just.
But that aspect of it is more, to me at least, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that aspect of it to me is more like, I'm not going to touch his content or try to sweep for him, which is how I am. Like I think it's really.
I don't want you to. I want you to agree with my arguments because you've actually looked at the substance of my arguments and found yourself in alignment. I don't want you to agree with an argument because I'm the one making it. Like, please don't do that. If anything, that makes me look bad because it just looks like I have dick suckers and yes, man. And then the hug box echo chamber rumors become real, which is not really what I'm trying to do, right?
I've made my opinions
Yeah,
on all
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff
Like,
very
like,
clear.
dude, don't get me wrong. Like, if Aiden's in a VC, I will talk to him in a VC. But like, I'm done sweeping for this guy. I'm done fucking publicly associating with this
I
guy.
never asked you to. I literally asked you not to. And as a result, you went the complete opposite direction.
I'm fucking done.
So, okay. Well, and I think that that's the part I'm hung up on, right? The public association part. Like, I think that you can find, like, a guy's takes cringy. You can think that he's, like, dealing with stuff the wrong way and make that exceptionally clear to him in private and stuff like that, like I have with Aiden, right? But that's not even, I know. But that's not.
Dude, I heard Aiden was debating the Goat Kato stuff a week ago on J-Stock. Is Toastify retarded? Is Toastify retarded? I actually want to know. Like, I'm sorry. Toastify makes it sometimes impossible for me to like him. The only reason that came up is because J-Stock made a public claim about me in regards to Diorio that wasn't true. Then didn't want me to let me call in. Then I couldn't call in because I was removed from his call-in server. And he brings up the, like, Lio's wife shit to justify that. So then when we do get in a call and debate on that thing that he brought up, he brings up the Goat Kato, or the Goat Kato stuff gets brought up because I had made a joke about his relationship and I was making the claim that he was I was just matching his energy because he had made fun of me for the Goat Kato shit, which he had every right to do. I don't understand why that would be like an inappropriate, like, context of bringing it up. That's like not the thing we're arguing about. It's just like an example to prove I'm like like, yes, sometimes my prior drama is going to be like contextually relevant to the present argument. And as a result, it will get brought up. I don't know like what to tell you.
The public association part, I think, is the part that's like hanging me up, right? Yeah. Like what? Like, I don't know. It just feels like all of these parameters that you're listing off were present for like multiple months at this point. Is it just something that you've gotten tired of? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of the way he is constantly dredging up this London stuff. I'm also like really pissed.
The only example he was able to refer to was a case where somebody else brought it up.
I'm also a little bit pissed off as to how he was like, sat there going, I'm gonna completely nuke the quote unquote, snark left and all this sort of stuff on his IC, saying all this sort of shit, only to then completely go back on it and like just let all these people back.
Oh, so he's mad that I didn't nuke the people that were making like AI edits of him, like with covered in jizz. Like, okay. Which he's supposedly not mad about.
In a server, I think it's just retarded.
Who is he let back in a server? Out of curiosity.
People like Kathy,
he let Kathy back in?
Yeah, he's let Kathy back in and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like, do I have like an issue with Kathy?
Yes, you very obviously do. Why do people expect me to go after people while they simultaneously do the pussy cop out of like sitting on the sidelines? I don't have an issue with this person, but you also like can clearly tell they want me to go after this person on their behalf.
There's little criticisms here and there, but like, nothing major. But it's like, you sat there, talking about this big manifesto about how you're gonna nuke, quote unquote, the snark left, only to then go and completely backtrack on that. And it's like, dude, what direction do you want to take your channel in? Like, what does he want to do, bro? What does he want to do? Does he want these people in his community? Does he not?
It's almost like you can like reassess your own decisions and decide that making a certain decision that you otherwise intended to make might in fact not be the best course of action, and then revise it accordingly. That's just called being self-aware.
Okay, so it's partially so it's two things. It's two things, if I understand correctly. It's partially a continuation of things that have already been annoying to you that are just like not stopping. So it's like, okay, this feels like a broken record and like nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
On one end, and then on the second end, it's not being consistent with things that he says he's gonna do.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and then like what about this like lying about you stuff? Is it really lying about you, or is it lying about your house?
Well, it's like, he's also like saying, you're racist, you're this, you're that, you didn't let it because I didn't.
Is he being serious when he says that?
Yes.
Like he says that.
No, I was very clearly being fucking facetious. I was being facetious. What?
Less children. Like I don't know. Like,
he's genuinely sat there debating me, calling me a racist, and it's like, I'm just
why?
I'm just
Why? Why do you call you racist?
Because I didn't let a black.
Is Soul Skibbity awake? Should we debate him? Should we have him call in? I don't even know if he's fucking awake.
Woman kiss me on the cheek.
Why didn't you let a black woman kiss you on the cheek?
Because I wasn't interested in her.
Why weren't you interested in her?
Because I just didn't.
At least J-Stock got some. You can't really make fun of him. Well, I can, because he got it at the expense of now having some woman in his chat asking for her stuff back.
Found her attractive.
Because she's black. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. So, but like, you know that, I mean, like, again, this is the part that's like confusing me, right? And again, this is not, like, I do not want you to view this as like me sweeping, but like, doesn't Aiden like do those kind of like fucking retarded arguments all the time? Like, this is something that he does all the time, like my VCs and stuff like that, you know? Like, he does these like arguments.
Yeah, this is something that Soul himself does.
That are like genuinely like, I don't even, I would argue that he probably doesn't even believe in them, but he just likes to argue with people sometimes.
That's absolutely fine. But like, it's the fact that it's me constantly.
You can call him fat, but he got in her pants and he got free stuff when? At the expense of his dignity. At the expense of his dignity as a man. Is it really a win? These are the philosophical questions of our time that just simply plague us. I'm trying to call him. Well, he didn't pick up. Okay.
Brought up, like just constantly fucking brought up there. Like,
okay, so he like hammers it in. He like continuously.
How does it like?
Constantly,
did you ever tell?
That's another lie. I think I brought the last time I brought that up in a VC was with Marcus in like a very obviously like facetious fashion, and then we started debating over whether or not like getting kissed on the whether or not you have to be attracted to somebody to allow them to kiss you on the cheek, or whether or not like this act would imply attraction, which was serious, but like done in like a tongue-in-cheek sort of way. And Marcus was there to witness it.
Did you ever tell him that Did you ever tell him that bothered you?
No, but no, I didn't. No.
No, dude, come on. Okay, see, this is my thing.
What's the point, Hamilton?
No.
We literally were talking about this in a VC. We were talking about this in a, what do you mean you're not going to get a response? We were talking about this in a fucking voice chat.
No. This is the only thing
the complaint is that I don't respond to his DMs.
This is the only thing I'll speak about. The one time I talked to Aiden and I said, hey man, this thing that you're doing, like I'm not gonna talk about it because it's like, you know, it's a private thing, right? Yeah, but like I went to Aiden and I was like, Aiden, this thing that you're doing like really bothers me. Like it really bothers me and I really want you to stop doing it. And he's never done it again. Like he's pretty receptive about that kind of stuff from my own experience, right? That might just be my experience. But like I just don't understand the like I guess it's just very different from like my style of like I try to exhaust like all available options to me in terms of communication, especially if I'm like so close to a certain guy that I'm like, oh yeah, then like dude, I can't wait to like go to the United States and visit Aiden and like blah blah blah. Like if I'm like that like gung ho about it, I would think that it would make sense to like have a conversation about it privately and like actually trying to have some engagement of the level of, hey, things are really bothering me and like these things are really getting to me. Can we please have like an actual conversation about this?
That's fair. It feels like for the past, I guess like month and a half, nearly 2 months, my and Aiden's like friendship has just completely like deteriorated and it feels completely.
Okay, well you've never actually tried, you've never said that to me, even though we've been in multiple VCs since that, and you can't use the oh, well, I don't know if he'd actually respond to me. I don't know if he'd respond to me. Even though we were in VC when that was occurring, and like the I don't know if he'd respond to me specifically refers to my failure to respond in DMs.
One-sided, I guess, is the way to put it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
if that makes sense.
It just again, like, wait, what is?
Why are you running defense for Himpleton? I thought this was a pro freedom of speech stream. It's not a violation of your freedom of speech if somebody tells you something bothers them, and then for the sake of being a decent person who doesn't think that that thing matters, you decide to not keep saying it if it's actually bothering them. That's just like being kind.
What's your theory on black women? What does that mean?
My theory on black women? It's just a joke that I say. It's just a joke that I say. So Hamilton, you know how like okay, yeah. So you know how
I was with this dude. I was with him. No, I was with him. I don't think he's like a racist or like I didn't say that. It was a weird response. He gave a black girl a cigarette. She went to go kiss him on the cheek. And then I guess like subtly kind of like pulled away. And then I was like, what the fuck? What was that about? And when I said that, yeah, she was trying to kiss you on the cheek because he initially seemed like he might not have been aware of that. I don't know. he's like, yeah, I'm just not attracted to black girls. I'm not attracted to black girls. And I'm like, that's fine, right? Because you can't help what you're attracted to. But being once again, being letting someone kiss you on the cheek to say thank you has nothing to do with attraction. And I'm sure that if some like old white lady that he helped get into her car tried to kiss him on the cheek, he'd probably let her. Yo, what's up? From the ERT report. I was telling Entwine earlier, I gotta join your Discord. I forgot. I'll be doing that. I forgot to head in there. Yeah, no worries, bro. Thank you guys for having me on last night. We had a really fun time. I'm learning a little bit about your community. I'm learning the story behind Mike, because somebody came into my server and that was like is like sharing all this like information or something about Mike and this dude called like Joe Amico or something, and his like threats to a courthouse. So we're learning about that a little bit.
Asian men typically have smaller cocks, right?
Okay.
Does that mean like genetically Asian women are going to be?
How did we get here?
Complete sentence.
The same goes for
Tighter. What the fuck is going on right now?
It's just a theory. It's just a theory.
It's just a theory?
Yeah. It's theory.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're testing this theory. The same goes for
Black
people.
women are looser? Wait, is that why?
So if a white old man sex offender tries to kiss an 18-year-old girl that is just normal and not sexual, well, in that case, right, you would have to be making an assumption about intent, right? And if you know that this guy has previously been unable to regulate himself in regards to his sexual impulses, then and is probably somebody that is going to be hypersexual, as many sex offenders are, right? Then the fact that he would be, especially if the person he's going for is in the age group that he'd previously offended against, then the inference or assumption about his intent would be a more negative one and one of greater suspicion, which would lead to a justification of not letting him do that, right? Because the context would lead you to infer something different about his intentions than you were in the default situation where somebody's kissing someone on the cheek because they are like grateful for something or want to say thank you.
You wouldn't let her kiss you on the cheek?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, sure.
Wait, no, I'm actually asking, like, what?
No. It's just a joke. I don't obviously believe that, dude. I don't obviously believe that, dude.
Okay,
I'm joking.
Sure.
Yeah.
But okay, can you admit that, like, to someone, like, okay, so let's say that you had a lot of these same like arguments about me and you were getting really fed up with me. Would you not like this is why this is like a little optically like concerning to me, right? I'd like to think if you were bothered by stuff that I did, you would come to me and you would say, hey, these things that you're doing are bothering me. And then we would have a conversation about it.
How easy are you to get in contact?
Well, Soul was literally in multiple voice chats with me. If he had an issue, yeah, I'm bad at responding to DMs. I admit that. But if you ask me something while I'm in a voice chat, you know that I'm not going to sit there in silence because I don't want to answer. When have I done that?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like, it's just...
Okay, so let's give the full hypothetical here. Let's get the full hypothetical, like a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I'm terrible at DMing. I never respond to people's DMs, right?
Dude, you respond
Which is a known thing. It's not exclusive to you. It's literally everyone. Okay.
Dude, he actually... Wait. Himpleton is giving him a hypothetical where he's saying, pretend that I don't respond to... And Soul's like, but you do respond to the DMs. Dude, he's actually doing the did you eat breakfast this morning thing. Unironically. He can't understand Dude, he doesn't understand what a hypothetical is.
Try to like get in touch with Aiden during very important like clarifications and stuff like that, and he just does not fucking respond to me. And then when I like tell him later on, like the Wolfgang stuff, he was like talking about like some of the Wolfgang stuff on stream before it was public, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like you never.
Well, yeah, because like Himpleton was just sending me DMs like, if a guy called Wolfgang reaches out to you, let me know. It was like, I read that. That didn't necessitate. I probably should have inquired further as to why.
Even responded to my DM talking about the Wolfgang stuff. He was like, well, just because I never responded doesn't mean I didn't see it. Okay. And it's like that bullshit where I'm just like, oh God, fuck you. Like, yes, this has always been something that has annoyed me about Aiden, right?
Okay.
But so like, let's say it's that one-to-one where I am just impossible to get in touch with over DMs. Okay. Like, would you go live and burn the bridge with me? Or would you like find a way to like VC me?
What if like every single criticism, if you were Aiden?
If you have something important to tell me and absolutely need a response, there will be a way you can get it. There will be a way you can get it.
Or if you were still...
No, it's me. It's me, Himpleton. Okay, but it's just the one-to-one is about the DM thing specifically. Okay, but like, and the one-to-one is also like I'm doing things that are bothering you. You have never told me that they bother you. And like, you know, would you elect to have a conversation with me about it, or would you just publicly, very publicly, burn the bridge with me?
No, because I've got a much more like established friendship with you.
That's true.
For example, you helped me get my Esther.
How is someone who is online all the time not responding to DMs unless they're ignoring you? I read people's DMs sometimes that don't require a response, and sometimes I will begin to formulate a response and then just forget to send it, or I just don't think this thing needs a response, or I get sidetracked. Like, not everything needs a response. Like, if you're telling me something, if you're DMing me to tell you that you're sorry, it would be nice of me to say, it's okay, I forgive you, don't worry about it. But I don't need to do that. You're just telling me you're sorry, as long as I see it, right? So you're egotistical. Got it. No, I'm not egotistical at all. I just am bad at replying to DMs. Like, and also... yeah, I'm not always reading them either, because, like, yeah, most of me being online consists of me at my computer. I've got a TV show up on one monitor. I've got a game up on the other. That's most of what I'm doing in my free time, and as a result, I turn off the Discord overlay and shit. So, there are long periods of time where I'm not on Discord.
It's like travel to the US and stuff.
Dude, I miss you, Wendy. I miss you, man.
Like that, like I mean, much more like my friendship with you has been like both. It's been like both. You know, the dynamic has always been.
I never thought I'd say this about a chatter, but I miss Wendy, and I miss the fun times we had.
Like both sort of sided, but with me,
yeah, I mean, we've been friends with each other for like well over a year.
Like
I'd respond to your DMs, Wendy. I'd respond to you specifically. I'd respond to your DMs.
Which feels like I'm putting so much fucking effort in to like try and help this guy through fucking drama and help this guy help this guy work shit out, only to be like just completely like tossed aside, called a fucking retard. And all.
I tossed you as how have I tossed you aside? I just called you annoying.
The shit is like I'm just tired of it, I guess.
Okay, so. Okay, okay. Well, it's nice to know that you'd at least talk to me. I guess it's just like, I don't know. I feel like, if you want my honest thoughts, I do feel like you're kind of like handling this the wrong way. And the fact that I feel like you should have like actually tried to have a real conversation with him. And I think that like you can't.
Are people unironically now going to Ricey Chat? I was gonna promote Ricey Chat. But then to like subvert Nuki, but then I realized that Ricey Chat is unironically owned by Kathy, and this is just another way of this person to slowly take control of the shitter community.
Really use those DMs as you trying to have a conversation with him when it's you apologizing about something rather than being like, no, this shit bothers me or something.
But it's owned by Jimmy now?
Basically.
Dude, we need 800 chats. We need 800 chats that are all just the same thing. Because the original, we just can't use that one anymore for some reason.
I was like talking to Gamma, right? Oh, hang on 1 second.
Yo, thank you for the 10 poop swag. Does anyone know if there are consequences to being 3 months behind on child support? Asking for a friend. If I ask Mike, unironically ask Mike. Call up Mike and ask him. Mike, like, I think literally went to court because he's not paying child support. Original would be spicy. No, it wouldn't. A lot of the chatters that were in Icy were not in spicy. Most, like 90% of the chatters that were in Nuki were in Icy.
For the donation.
Malding because Ricey is rising. I'm done. It's over, man. It's over. And now there's Slicey Chat. You know what? Have your 500 chats. I'm done with it all, man. I'm done with it all. I can't wait until we're in so many chats that some of them are unregulated and eventually like one of your servers gets shut down for like hosting like CSAM or something. I don't know.
Fred Allen Rogers tipped £13.37. Request, are you able to make the video a little bigger? I've dropped me glasses somewhere and cannot find them.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Thank you for the...
That was not that funny.
The money, I appreciate it. No, it's... Okay. The context of that was, I was sat in a VC with Gamma, right? And Gamma was like basically saying...
Kathy is yes, there's a coordinated effort between Kathy and Denal. It is literally call center commentary. It is like these like fucking like schizos of like Indian bot farms. They're slowly forming this new cabal.
Like he was just like, I think he was like one guy, man, whatever. He was like,
heard Glizzy. I was never allowed in Glizzy chat. I was never allowed in there because to get in there, I had to submit an application, and I'm so stubborn that I refused to do it. I refused to submit an application, and then Dickers accidentally gave me perms once that let me into Glizzy. But then when he found out, he immediately removed them until I submit the application.
oh, you've been really mean to Aiden recently, because I was like in Aiden's chat one guy and whatever. And Gam was like, dude, you should feel horrible or some shit, like, you know. And also, so at the end, I was like, have I done it? If I have, I'm sorry, please, expecting him to DM me back and say, no, you haven't, or if I had, then this is.
You literally seem to be aware of what you're doing that's annoying in the DM, because you literally say, like, sorry if I've been one-guying too much recently. So you seem to be aware of what it is you're doing that might cause annoyance. And your response to that, I guess, was to just keep doing it more, to the point where you were so aware of how annoying you were that you literally like would edit the term annoying into your name, because in like a tongue-in-cheek kind of way, but like because you were acknowledging you were being annoying, and then you do like a surprised Pikachu face when I get annoyed.
All me and all this sort of stuff. Just to get nothing was just a bit like slap in the face, I guess. It's just like really.
yeah.
It's just like made me realize like it is literally pointless to DM this guy. In my soul, thinking like,
Wow, dude. Wow.
I understand the sentiment of what you're saying. It's more just like, again, that's been well established, right? Like, I think that's something that annoys all of us, right? But it's like, that's why I'm just unsure of like the whole thing of, Gamma groomed you into bringing in.
I heard like Gamma called in, and like his contention with Soul was that Soul's criticisms are correct, but the reason he's in the wrong is because he didn't realize it sooner or something. Dude, I love how Gamma just has like the most retarded take on everything.
That's true, almost.
no.
But it's like, I don't know, dude. I think the thing that's like giving me so much hold up is like the extremity to which you like wrote and died for this guy, and like I understand the feelings of like, oh, like I don't feel like it's even. I don't feel like I'm getting, as much as I'm putting in. Like I get that. I understand that.
I read it.
I respond to Shelby 502 DMs. You want me to actually engage with you and like treat you with respect? Don't just glaze me blindly. If you can actually like, if I know that you've actually read the argument and have an argument of your own to respond with or agree with, I know you're somebody that is capable of reasoning and assessment of arguments and is like somewhat of a free thinker. That's what leads to me respecting you. That's what gets you the responses you want. I don't necessarily respect just like complete blind dick sucking or like forced one-guying. I like people that know how to read an argument and actually have arguments and opinions of their own.
My friends, I'd rather die for you, Himpy.
I know that, and I always appreciate that. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like this would have been much more equipped to be like a discussion.
In a world of soul skibbities, be an Ali Khan. Be a Shelby. That's all I'm asking for. That's all. Do I think that Ali Khan and Shelby make retarded arguments sometimes? Yeah, and I'm sure they think the same thing of me, right? But I know that they actually believe in the argument they're giving. I know they're not like taking a position because that's where everyone else is going, or just because they want to like they just want to glaze me or be constantly opposed to me, right? That's what, like, unironically, if my respect matters to you, which it shouldn't, and you want me to like respect you so much, be like that. Be like that, and I will respect you. Be a free thinker. I will respect you. That doesn't mean agree with me, because I won't respect you if all you do is agree with me.
With like Aiden than it would be to like, I think if Aiden had known, right, that you wanted to have a conversation with him about this stuff, I think he would have been receptive to it. I like to think that, I should say, right?
Yeah, dude, it's just the way he's been like interacting with me the past like month.
Yeah, he's just been like getting annoyed by me while I've gone out of my way to be fucking annoying.
I don't know. It's almost like not one. I don't think once he's ever said like anything of like like a sort of like friends would, like any sort of niceness to me. It's more been complete like snark mode on me.
What? Okay. I come off as a dick. I come off as cold. I understand. But when with anyone do you see me like saying these like warm, nice things? I just don't do things like that. Even to people you would know I respect. When am I like sitting here? When am I sitting here like being like, yeah, man, we're such great friends and all. You know what? I think I literally said to Soul once after the trip, I said to him, I miss you, right? I said that to him in like a friendly way. And that's probably the most warmth I've like verbally shown to like two people and as of late, right? And that's like, what else do you want from me? I'm not this person that's like super, like, I'm not Parapon, okay? When somebody I like enters a chat, I'm not like, oh my God, it's you. Yes. Like, I'm not like that. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Like,
But I mean,
on his streams, on his fucking, in his IC, and it's like, just...
But, like, all of
annoys
us...
me. It's like,
all of us...
it doesn't annoy me.
all of
It's
us-
just like, I thought we were like really good friends.
all of us have like acted like douchebags to each other, right? Like, it annoyed me when you called into my stream that one time and we had that argument. That annoyed me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've all had moments where we've like, but then like the impetus is also on the person who feels bothered to go to them and be like, hey man, this bothers me. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that I think is just like not making a ton of sense to me.
Yeah,
I guess.
I just see it as a pointless effort to try and DM him about it. I guess is the best way to put it.
I just don't understand what like dissolved all the hope. But at the same time, I wasn't there, so I mean, I'll
Wait, I just lied to you. I realized it was him that sent the I miss you message. I just said you too. Okay, so I actually didn't even say that. Never mind, I just lied. I said you too, not the band. Because I typed it like you too, and I was like, wait, I'm not talking about the band.
admit that part. Like, I wasn't there, so I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Also, if Gamma calls in, can I be there?
I mean, I can add him to this. We make a group if you want.
So
Yeah,
yes, I guess I do. I don't show verbal affection to people. I don't show verbal. Sorry, if that like particularly offends you, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
A group, because if Gamma's gonna be here, I need to make sure. Listen, I'll be the middleman, okay?
You're about okay. If the homies want like a kiss goodnight, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't deliver. I'm sorry.
Oh no. No point. It would just be repetitive. Oh, Gamma says there's no point. What were you gonna say? You'd be the middleman. Yeah.
Oh, there's no point. Oh my God, Mr.
Yeah.
Debate doesn't want to debate. That's insane.
Him
That's
already said
disgusting.
what I would have argued. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it's just I guess I'm just fucking done. I'm just done. I thought I might as well go on stream. Publicly say I'm done. Done sweeping.
Yeah, can you please like argue? Can you please call in and explain how you didn't groom Soul, please? Can you please argue that? I would like to hear that.
Yeah, it's more like I've swept through publicly. I might as well talk publicly.
That doesn't make any. That's stupid. That's stupid.
What do you mean? Dude? It's like...
That's stupid. Oh, I sweat for him publicly.
I'm
So
joking.
I should just not. I should just not. No.
I also don't like feeling like I'm in debt to people. I've literally all the things he's talking about. When I've been genuine on, I've explained these are all like things I just don't like in like friendships or anything. Like I don't. I'm like suspicious at accepting gifts because I feel like that's gonna make me feel in debt to somebody or give them something to hold over my head, etc. And I just don't like that feeling. So, like, if you're like, I want you to agree with me because you agree with me. If you're agreeing with me for the sake of supporting me, feeling like I'm now gonna owe you something back, I just don't like that, right?
No, don't interrupt me. No, it's literally, I sweat for him publicly, so I should just not have a conversation with him and then burn the bridges publicly.
Aiden Goat, Soul Goat, who's next, man? Who's next? Dude.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That is fucking
So can
retarded.
you size up the monitor that you have for the collars? Everybody needs to see my profile picture. Look at that. Peep that shit.
This is disgusting and disturbing looking.
That's me right there. That's me. Yeah.
Gamma, change it back to the original cat, bro.
Why does this guy only play vanilla? Well, who do you want me to play, bro?
So much better.
No, dude, that's fire. This one's fire.
Dude.
That's fire.
I'm playing until I do until I manage to do World Conquest. I'm determined. Okay, yeah, I have 2,000 hours trying to successfully do World Conquest in Italy. And there's going to be another 2,000 until we get there. But when I get there, it's going to be all the more sweet. Then we'll move on to Germany.
Large. That's fire, dude.
I love how when Gamma hears the tiniest bit of running, he just instantly hops in the call.
Yeah, I heard apparently Perry had like a drunk stream that he deleted earlier. And he tried to call me, but I was unfortunately sleeping when he did. So I don't know what the deal is with that.
It's because I challenged Gamma to explain how he didn't groom Soul.
Well, I didn't. I don't even know where that like.
No, Gamma didn't groom me. Gamma didn't groom me.
I think that, oftentimes
If anyone has the archives, send it to me. I'll take a look at that. By the way, if you guys are enjoying the stream so far, a great way to support us. We're halfway to Streamly goal. We're probably not gonna hit it, but if we do, that'd be great. A great way to support us is by tipping. Another great way to help out the channel is by liking. Another great way to help out the channel is by following me on Twitter, joining the Discord, all that good stuff. But do not do any of these things under the expectation that I'm now gonna have to do sleepy time calls with you. Thank you.
Victims say that they weren't groomed.
Gamma, you remember the conversation we had, right? Where you said I was being like really mean to Aiden. I'm guessing you were like, I don't know if you were being serious. I don't know, but obviously.
Do you have a strategy for your world? I've run it as I go. I have a strategy. I have a Eurasia strategy. So I take all of Eurasia pretty easily now. What I do is, before I go to war with the Allies, I managed to get Yugoslavia through a focus, puppet it, spam military factories, so I eventually do a full annex. You get Albania through a focus. Prior to the war, you can go to war with the Allies by justifying on Bulgaria and then using your focus to get war goals on Turkey and Greece. Declare war on all three simultaneously. Romania will be dragged in because they're defending Bulgaria, so then you go to war with all four of them. You win. So you have the entire Balkans and Turkey by 38 prior to even going to war with the Allies. Hungary, if Hungary turns fascist on its own, you can also take that and annex the Hungarians, which is another added bonus. And then by the time war breaks out, you have troops ready to push into France to take Paris, and you have troops to help Germany take Poland to get your war goal up. Then the second Paris falls, you give all your territory to Germany, so they form Vichy. Quickly take the Netherlands and Belgium for that extra war support, not letting Germany do it on their own. Put your spare shitter troops in Denmark and Norway to help the Germans and up your war support while you prepare an invasion of the Brits. Successfully take England. You should have over 70%, war participation, not support. Should have like over 70% war participation, which allows me to take literally everything required for the Roman Empire, all of Africa with the exception of Spain and Portugal, all of the Middle East, all of the Pacific for rubber. Sometimes you get part of India. I puppet Canada, and then I also get Iceland, Denmark, and every single island nation in the game, because those become a pain in the ass when you go to war with the Soviets. Then, while you're waiting for Germany to push Russia, I take Spain and Portugal, and then sometimes I'll just take Iran while we're at it, because fuck it, we ball. And then by the time Germany pushes into Russia and gets their ass kicked, you then invade the Germans, annex what you can, then you do your own Barbarossa, and you take Russia. Japan will sometimes go to war with you. You use your Pacific territory to naval invade, easy as fuck. You win that war, then you take China and you're done. You then have all of Eurasia. Now it comes to South America. I normally form a alliance consisting of Peru, El Salvador, sometimes Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. And then that's where I normally get stuck. So that's that.
I probably wasn't because
that's my strat so far.
A conversation where I was like, you're hurting Aiden's feelings.
Gamer, that feels like very charged and intense language. That
I think I might have like made a joke about it. It sounds like I think I might have made a joke along the lines of like,
yeah, I think we had like a mini debate about it. Like I was like, I'm just.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like a legitimate contention that we had. I do, however, think that the argument of like this guy hasn't responded to you in DMs is very, very fucking retarded. I think you're like kind of in your feelings, you're in your mood. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in my mood.
It does come across like very gay and opportunistic that you're only now like the 2 months.
Yeah, it really feels like you're on your bandwidth right now.
Surely the opportunistic bit would have been to burn the bridge like ages ago, right? So that would have been
no. Gamma's retarded. It's not opportunism. Gamma has the dumbest angle. He thinks Soul's like doing this for clout or something. It's like such a fucking dumb angle.
It's actually worse now. I think it's actually worse now.
I don't want to come across like schizo conspiracy theorist, but it feels like you've kind of been crashing out about your like position in the entire like commentary space, right? You were literally saying you were going to quit last stream or the stream.
Oh my god, Gamma, I was joking. I wasn't actually.
Yeah, sure, you might have been joking, but then you actually spent like an hour crashing out about it to Shelby and VC.
I think Gamma Gamma needs help. Gamma actually needs help. I envy his ability to be so confidently wrong on literally everything.
Which I wasn't there for, by the way, so I'm not sure if you were joking.
When I crash out in a VC about a chair and then saying I'm quiet quitting because there's no drama.
That was about contextually.
Yeah. They were mocking me for my chair, and I was also like shouting and saying there's no drama. I'm quiet quitting.
All right. Or was it that like you were quitting, but then you blamed your
dude? Ricey chat nearly bullied this man out of the community. Ricey chat nearly destroyed this guy.
And they were mocking you because
you're laughing. You're laughing. Serious stuff. This is worse than that time that Clavicular got frame mogged at ASU.
I don't know. We were just having fun. I wasn't.
Because I'm pretty sure it was the latter. It wasn't the former.
I was.
Soul Skibbity Soul Skibbity had a crash out and almost had to quiet quit over the controversy considering him and his dude, what's the term? I forget the term. Him and his toadies being attacked by the Ricey Nuki Icy coalition over the chair drama and his chair strat and it being the wrong color, and you're laughing.
I've got to say, I don't know if Gamma's super off here, though. Okay, and that's rare for me to say because Gamma and I love to bicker with each other.
Gamma's completely off.
Okay, so that's how you know I'm being sincere.
What do you mean, super
But,
off
like,
about me not knowing my place?
It genuinely feels like you're grasping at something for the sake of creating like entertainment.
No,
Right.
I've always known my place. I'm a shit.
But you haven't. Like, I'm not going to disclose like private conversations we've had, but like you haven't. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not
Like,
true.
if we're laying it out on the table, so Skibbity, it does seem like you're the type of person that kind of conflicts with like where you want to be and how you feel you should be.
Right.
What do you mean?
Like we know
the
you're
kind of person that feels like you conflict with how you want to be and where you that is everyone on earth. Gamma, that is everyone ever. That is like literally the purpose of having goals in life and or dissatisfaction with where you are. People create an ideal self, the self they want to be, with an understanding of the self they presently are, and those two things not being congruent, not having that identity congruence is what motivates people to pursue a goal.
Flip Shido. But
Yeah,
you're
like
bigger
this is
than
literally,
Flip
this
Shido.
is
You're
literally,
not bigger than
but
Flip Shido.
I don't even know if it's that, Gamma. Like again, like I'm not going to disclose like.
Dude, Himpleton was like trying to agree with Gamma for. He's like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it's that Gamma. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. All Gamma does now is be an e-rapist every other hour and stream to 4 people.
Conversations we've had without your permission, but it's like we've literally talked about this, right?
In regards to me or in regards to Soul?
No, he's talking to me.
No, Soul and I have.
Oh, okay. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
Like, and so
I warned Gamma. I said it's only a matter. Gamma thought he was so up. He had the one up with the rise of Nuki, and now they found his replacement. And one by one, they turn on him. And all I can do is sit back and just laugh. Just laugh.
It sounds like you were directing me as like point of conversation.
No,
Clarify.
no, you're fine. But like, no, like you and I have talked about this and like where, like, what the kind of thing you want to do, how seriously you want to take it, like without disclosing like actual details. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I did at one point think like, maybe I could, start being a bit.
Have you guys ever seen the Hunger Games? You know when like Katniss realizes that like the new president is also evil, so she has to shoot the old president, who we all know is evil, but she shoots the new one instead, and as the mob goes and runs to kill the old president that she was meant to shoot, he can't help but just like sit there and laugh. That's me, man. That's me. That's me. That's me. I'm literally like this one movie character. Oh, that's way cooler than me. That's literally me.
That was like a week and a half ago. So
Yeah. Maybe
Like,
I could. Yeah. Basically, what I mean by maybe I should start being a bit more serious is maybe I shouldn't start calling women whores and saying they have the tits how high.
Okay, calling them whores is like insanely generous. He'll like randomly reply to a woman saying like, I want my 6-incher inside of you, or asking Parapon if it's pink.
And shit like that,
Oh, so wait, hold on. So you literally, no, you took the elf with Gamma? What?
I literally said to him like, yeah, if you're just asking this to like random women online, who like the Samantha person who we barely know, yeah, at some point somebody's gonna accuse you of sexual harassment.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? That's not what it
Maybe I
was.
shouldn't have said that.
What?
Maybe I shouldn't have.
Why would you do this? What are you doing? You're making it worse.
Don't be jumping in, Gamma. Don't be jumping in, Gamma. Don't be jumping in, Gamma. Gamma.
You're absolutely making it worse.
Don't be
You're
jumping
absolutely making
in.
it worse.
Don't be jumping in, Gamma. I stand by that it was not harassment and I was absolutely fine to say it.
But that wasn't the
maybe.
argument. The argument is that it could be considered by other people, and like
Oh my, why does Gamma also do this thing where he like, I'm not arguing this, but these other people seem to think it could be considered by other people. Gamma, just say what you think. Gamma was doing this gay thing where he's like, it could be argued that, oh, and Ali Khan was arguing this, and then Gamma proceeds to argue for what he thinks Ali Khan is arguing. And then I said, do you agree with Ali Khan's argument? And he's like, no. And then I asked him that same question 10 minutes later on stream. Do you align with Ali Khan's argument? And he's like, yes. Dude, Soul spent like 2 hours halfway flirting with that. Dude, this guy is a whore. This guy is a total whore. Complete whore.
Okay, so to break it down, the argument again for like the billionth time was that you were proud saying something that nobody else would.
Gamma like citing chat. He does this all the time. It's like actually he's like and Nosferatu is there. He could attest to this. It's like who the fuck who are we talking about here, man?
proud about, and it's kind of gay that you really hold these like.
What? No, are we really? Okay. No,
that was what the argument was.
No, the argument, Gamma, was that you said I was a hypocrite. The argument, Gamma.
Oh yeah, he was like, I agree with Ali Khan's argument, and then Gamma was like, no, I don't think you lied, Aiden. About I don't think you lied when you said that you didn't say this. That's not what I think the lie is. And I'm like, but you agree with Ali Khan? He's like, yeah. I'm like, that wasn't Ali Khan's argument. That was the thing that was the lie. That was Ali Khan's argument. So how are you aligning with that? Was literally his argument.
You said I was a hypocrite because I called a woman a whore, and then people made like AI fucking
Himpleton raid. Dude, the tables have turned so much. I remember the days when Himpleton would sit on a fucking street corner being like, spare change, sir. And now he's like giving me like pity rains.
Expand into a second wait, but we don't have to get into that.
Oh, okay.
So this is belief, man. You're like, but that's not. That's also like. Listen, can I give like sparse details about the conversation I had with you, because that's not what we talked about.
Yeah, because I don't remember having a conversation.
Okay. Listen, like none of this is like private information, anyways. But like I like to err on the side of caution with like.
We'll talk about it.
But like, so you know, you, me, and it was a couple of other people talked about how.
Just got back from a night out. Can I get a TLDR? Essentially, Soul Skibbity, after for a while, was attempting to. Soul Skibbity was being like my ultimate like yes man, just like agreeing with everything I said, going into chats to defend me, to the point where I'd asked him to stop, because I don't respect people who very clearly don't actually know or care to know the substance of the argument and are just siding with one person or another. So yeah, I don't really respect yes man, right? But I'd asked him to stop. So his response to that was to go entirely in the other direction. And obviously one guy or whatever, except the one guy was constant in my chat and in interactions outside of the chat. And the one guy would consist of him actually making arguments about serious controversy I've been in that he doesn't actually believe in for the sake of rage baiting me. He has every right to do that. But then if you're admittedly being annoying, which he was, he even came into my DMs to apologize and I didn't respond. And he even like changed his name or said that he was on his annoying arc, right? I got annoyed. So I tell him there was a stream where I was just tired and not having shit. So I banned a bunch of people that were only in chat to be annoying. So Soul then fires up a stream announcing that he's burning the bridge with me, claims that he's like mad that I had called his house cold, and is like mostly complaining that like I don't respond to his DMs and I've cast him aside. It's when it's like, no, I've just found you annoying when you've admittedly just been annoying, and he does a whole stream on this.
You like didn't you okay, so you kept on like oscillating, and this has been going on for a couple weeks now. You kept on oscillating between like oscillating means like going back and forth, sorry. Between whether or not you want to like take this stuff seriously. You're like, I don't take this seriously. I do want to take it more seriously. And then it's like I like, you know, I like want to like talk about more than just like whatever, and like I want to find like cool like subjects to talk about. And then but then it's like I get on the Spindling stream and I get on the stream of Spindling, and then I like watch the ant stuff for like 5 minutes, and then I get like really mad about it, and then like I stop. And then it's like but then I don't want to take it seriously, but then I also do want to take it seriously. And it was like that whole like oscillation between that. Like none of the stuff with Ico was ever mentioned, or like calling people whores was ever mentioned.
Do you mean when I'm asking you for like topics,
you as a streamer.
like how do you find topics and shit?
Wait, yeah,
Well,
so is your argument, I'm understanding.
Thanks, sorry for... No, no worries. We got new people in here. Always a chance to do a TLDR.
Argument that you do want to like take yourself more seriously and not say stupid shit so that you can actually like, you know,
I don't think he knows,
that you care
Why does Aiden... I slept in his bed. Yes.
about.
I don't think
It doesn't
Say that
sound
again,
like he's like he doesn't sound like he's like rejecting the idea of saying
He's not the only person whose bed I've slept in.
stupid shit for the sake of it being funny. I think that Soul genuinely just wants to like, I want to say,
he won't be the
you know,
last.
lock in more for the sake of creating content. That's what it
Well,
sounds like.
but again, it's not. But if that was the case, it would be more of a definitive. I want to start taking things seriously. But
Yeah, no,
what
you're right.
instead
But
becomes-
it doesn't seem like Soul Skibbity has it like into him to like actually care about things that are interesting to talk about.
Right. Well, and that's fine. And it's like if he wants his platform to just be like the shitter time, and like he's actually holding to what he's just said earlier in this conversation, where he's like, I know who I am, then that's fine. But it's like I don't understand this like whole deal of like, you know, the back and forth with it. It just doesn't make a ton of sense. And it's like now it feels like this like
that's fair.
it feels like this weird like post-hoc cope has been invented, where it's like Gamma was right all along, and I'm gonna like kill myself.
No, Gamma was not right all along. I won.
You can see it multiple times, and I've never made it your fucking problem. We can just move past it. This is horrible. I've seen it multiple times at this point. I've never like went on stream or went on Himpleton stream and was like, well, actually, Soul Skibbity admitted he was wrong. Like after the fact, dude, come on.
No,
this is the one time you can genuinely say, you know what, maybe I should take myself more seriously, so that I can, you know,
I don't disagree with what I said, Gamma.
more interesting.
I don't disagree with what I said. My point still stands. But maybe
nobody's gonna disagree with what you said, but you can still be like again wrong on stuff. It doesn't have to be like fucking. It doesn't have to be gay. You can just say, all right, whatever. Not even has to be like a fucking competition about like.
Can we like all as a community come to the unilateral decision that it is okay? Gamma's the one person we'll make it okay to run from and never have on your streams. I just feel as though Gamma, when there's a chance for serious dialogue, Gamma manages to come in as a participant in the dialogue and somehow have like the worst take in regards to it that he's like super confident in, willing to talk about to the ends of the earth, and just immediately causes immediate disinterest in any further discussion on the subject.
Fucking wits and morality. Who gives a shit? You can just say, yeah, you know what, I was wrong, and you know what, I don't necessarily believe that I was wrong, but I was still wrong, and just move past it.
No, I wasn't wrong.
Then you shouldn't have said that you maybe shouldn't be calling women whores and that their boobies are.
I don't think I was wrong, but maybe.
Calling women a whore. I'm sorry. Soul's admitting he wasn't calling women whores. He literally replied to Parapon, asking, "Is it pink?" and told another chatter some shit like he wanted to stick his 6-incher inside of her. It's a little more than calling them whores.
I shouldn't say that in the future. You know?
But I wasn't wrong. Actually, let me clarify. It's not that you shouldn't say that.
Unsolicited in both the instances I witnessed. So I had to tell him, like, you need to fucking chill the fuck out, dude. Chill.
Being proud about it is inappropriate, and sometimes
I wasn't proud of it, Gavin. What do you mean? I was not proud about it.
That was what the argument was about.
What do you mean, bro?
I blocked you because of what you said.
I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, you were proud of it. You were like, oh, my day has been made because I just got this bitch ass boy to block me.
Dude, Gamma, when I say my day has been made, I don't mean my day was literally made because
Soul has this really weird, like, love-hate relationship with women in particular. I'd love to hear what, like, Freud thinks about it. I'm curious as to what Soul's relationship with his mother was like. But it seems like around women, like, he'll become a completely hostile mob for a little bit, like, I don't know, being like, you're such a stupid bitch, like, fuck you, you dumb cunt, like, or he'll just, like, reply unsolicited with, I'm gonna stick my 6-incher in you. So I don't know, it just, like, seems like this very big, black and white love-hate relationship with women, and I'm very curious where it's come from.
Nobody actually believed that.
But you tried to argue that, Gavin. You tried to argue that, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, because I was just fucking like getting on your ass. It's really gay to like go into the phone and be like, yeah, this fucking Floyd, who I just called fat, whose fucking tits are hanging out. Yeah, she just fucking blocked me after I went on a 3-day crusade trying to fucking murder this.
No, it was not 3 days. It was 1 day. It was 1 day. It was 1 day. It was 1 day. Just want me on the same day.
He's not gay. He's bisexual.
Okay.
One bad day, Soul.
We both know that much, but whatever.
That's what this feels like. This feels like the Jonkler. This feels like one bad day.
No,
okay?
dude, no. I'm not crashing out. Right?
No, it literally feels like you just like suddenly decided you're tired of the way that Aiden treats you when he's been treated.
He likes. I think most of his relations have been with women.
Yeah, no, actually, but we've been telling you that, yes, like that is actually what it sounds like.
Right.
We've been telling you for the entirety of February, for the entirety of January, that Aiden doesn't fucking respect you, and then you were trying to cope about the fact that, I don't care if he doesn't respect me.
Okay,
that's something that came from me, to be clear. But it was other people.
Okay, so Gamma's argument is that Soul is right, but he's right, but he just is like, the criticism is that he didn't realize he was right sooner, because Gamma thinks I'm an actual psychopath. Like, legitimately, Gamma thinks that I just like don't have empathy or value for other human beings, which is like just not, if you know me, is just not fucking true. Like, am I good at expressing it? No, obviously not. I'm a bit cold. I sometimes cringe at the notion of like showing verbal affection for someone, but like, I'm not a fucking psychopath because of that.
I wouldn't even argue that Aiden doesn't respect him. It's more of the fact that like when you like, if we're talking about things in terms of like
I don't respect him when he's like arguing for something he doesn't believe in. Yeah, I don't respect him then. I respect him as a person.
Social contract, right? Like, you have to accept that this is the way that like Aiden treats people, right? Like with my friendship with Aiden, I accept the fact that this is how he treats people, and so it doesn't really bother me when he does that, right?
Well, no,
but it's like,
I wouldn't even argue that. You don't have to accept, if you take particular issue with me not responding to your DMs, you don't have to accept that at all. But then just like, don't choose to be friends with me. Because you know what you're getting. I'm transparent about this detail. You know exactly what you're going to get if you become friends with me. And if that particularly bothers you, then I would tell you that's totally normal. If that bothers you, that's fine. Just don't be friends with me. But it's weird to become friends with me and then get mad that like I'm me and I'm doing everything I said I'd do.
Fine with it for months. So then like it feels like it comes out of nowhere when you're suddenly not fine with it, and you like didn't even make the effort to like have a conversation with him about it, and now it's just like I'm going to like publicly like burn the bridge.
The many victims of Aiden, it's like every other week I'm getting Me Too'd at this point, man. The many victims of Aiden. There will be more, by the way. There will be more. I'm telling you, call me Nostradamus. I'm doing a Tommy C prediction. the Goat Kato shit is going to be nothing in comparison to whatever comes out in the future. I'm telling you that right now, okay? We will be on stream reacting to an unironic Google Doc on me one day. I'm telling you this right now. I'm predicting it.
Aiden is Aiden. All right. It's like multiple things. Stroller brought the camera.
Yeah, but like you accepted his behavior, which was far worse a month ago.
Yeah.
And you said you were completely fine with it, but now
Thoughts on this? Oh, we got a green clip, everybody. So it's either gonna be like really low quality, recorded like through his screen. He like took a photo of his screen. It's gonna be sideways. All right, let's see this.
Try and call him. He never answers. Okay. Seem like a scorned lover. Okay. All right. Well, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. That's what it is.
Okay, good one, buddy. Good one.
now all of a sudden it's an issue because he called your house lame and boring.
Yeah. No.
And said his house was cold. Don't forget that one. That one really hurt.
That's true.
Well, because he is.
I can't help that people get very attached to me, okay? I can't help it. I'd be very attached to me too. I'd be very attached to me as well. Some could even say that I am partially in love with myself, okay? I'm in love with myself, okay? I think okay. I'm not beating the allegations that Gamma's making against me. I understand, okay? I understand. But it's like you know what you're getting when you talk to me.
Refusing to listen to good advice. All right, and you know what?
That's never. That's Aiden. Like I don't know what.
Yes, and I don't intend on being around for the fucking boom, dude. I don't intend on being around for.
Yeah, but you do not realize how complaining about it after the fact is like really bitch made. It's like,
yeah, you're like complaining that you're not gonna be around here for the boom after the bomb's gone off and you stood next to it while it was detonating.
Like you finally got out of an abusive relationship and now you're complaining about that.
It's like it's over. It happened already.
It's like so, like,
about the fact the guy beat you.
No, like, and on top of that, like, you were there for the worst parts of that, like, controversy. So it makes even less sense to hop out, like, when it's not as bad now.
Yes, because he made his response, all that sort of stuff, but then he just keeps bringing it up, keeps debating. It's like, when is he going to shut the fuck up and move on and ignore that?
Obsessive, like, petty.
Why is Aiden always talk? I don't want Aiden to talk about his drama anymore after coming into my chat to try to bring up and debate me on my drama. If this is like, unironically, this type of shit is more cowardly than overtly running from a debate. To invoke a subject with somebody, expecting them to argue with you about that subject, and then go and complain that they actually spoke about that subject as if they shouldn't be allowed to provide a defense or refutation of your argument is total cowardice. Complete pussy behavior.
He like grudges. He bites on all the time. And why is that all of a sudden?
Because I thought eventually he'll move on. Eventually he'll move on. Eventually Ed will move on from the London drama. And you know what? I found out that's not going to happen.
What does moving on mean? Like, I don't understand what moving on means to people. What does moving on mean? Because it seems like moving on to certain people means if somebody makes an argument against me, I can't reply to it. I'm not allowed to reply to it. That's not what moving on is, right? Do I actively think about and ruminate on this thing? No. But if you it's not like a secret. If you bring this thing up to me, have a disagreement about it, and want to argue on it, we can argue on that. Like we have when people have brought up past disagreements that they have with me. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly moving on means.
And you know
what?
But we told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I told you that.
You were right, Gamma. You were right. You're right, Hamilton. All right.
You
I thought he would.
It's so gay. He's pretending like his issue is. He's literally proving right now why I'll never be able to meet his standard of moving on from the London drama. He's mad that I've called him annoying, so he's litigating the London drama to act like he has a bigger reason other than he's upset with me because I haven't been replying to his DMs and I was calling him annoying, right? So. Yeah, this is like ironically enough, you are demonstrating why I'm not able to move on as you define it, because this is people's go-to in unrelated arguments whenever they want to seem like there's some greater moral justification or some greater justification to them feeling a certain way when the justification for them feeling that way in and of itself isn't very interesting.
I thought he would
right. It's not about me being right. It's like the fact that you were accepting of that like mere weeks ago, right? Like I've never heard you be like, oh well, I just wish that you'd like really just move on.
Wait, Hamilton. So Skibidi, you bought a fucking $400 chair. Are you gonna return it 2 months from now when you like get bored of all the fucking drama about around it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, dude,
when
yeah.
you finally realize that it sucks, you're gonna return it after the return date.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, I'll take you to
feels
IKEA. I'll take you to IKEA and
This kind of feels like Toy Story. This kind of feels like Toy Story when he like drops the toy and he says, "I don't want to play with you anymore." Like it kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
It's like you already bought the product. It's already like you already exceeded your return period. Like at this point, like why are you complaining? Why are you complaining?
Yeah, I'm not returning it. I'm throwing it in the dump.
All right, I'm bored now. I'm bored. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a stream. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. We'll have to see. Obviously, I've been covering more shitter stuff. We'll probably have. I wasn't even supposed to go live today. We'll probably have more planned stuff coming soon. Yeah, thank you for everyone who still watches, even though the content's been a little bit mid recently. I appreciate it very much so. Thank you to everybody for all the support. And I will be seeing you guys most likely on Monday. If we go live tomorrow, it's going to be a shitter stream. I might just do it on Kick. We'll have to see. But wait, hold on. Let's see. Who can I raid? Who can I raid? Fuck. Snap left. Hold on, one sec. Redirect. Alright, go enjoy Ica. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.